first thing we should try to do is gather as much information from them as possible. After that, they better have a really good excuse.
Turn them into the city guard, have them jailed or whatever.
That would be a
Use that
thing
we
that we
think
could
anybody's
do.
going to survive an encounter with us. Very few have survived an encounter with us.
Innocent people often don't survive encounters with
Look,
us.
thievery is punishable by death. We all know that.
Okay, clear the streets. Make sure no.
Actually, being around us is punishable by death. It's not a sentence. It's just it's called collateral damage.
It is. It's a circumstance.
Look, in fairness to us, we have
It's an area of
actually
effect
done pretty
existence
well
thing.
with the collateral damage and keeping it to a minimum. It could have been much worse in many cases.
So, Victor,
Yeah?
where's the insurance premiums at currently?
I agree.
feel
it
like
could have
Dorian
been a
Gray.
lot worse
I just
for
want
the
to point out
collateral
we
damage
argued
that
like,
we have
we're
inflicted.
doing the best we can. So,
I'm glad we didn't
I mean-
set the house on fire because I'm sure there were many houses that were flammable that were nearby.
right?
Some people have
Very
demonstrated.
specifically
It was
said
kind
we
of
did
on its own.
controlled burn. I didn't say we burned down the village.
Ben goes acceptable losses.
Ben, I have rarely seen you say ahead of time, going to mitigate the possibilities of injuries outside of my radius of attack.
Well, we don't need to burn the structure. We just need to get our stuff back and talk to the people who took it.
Victor, I'm going to lick
No,
my
no, we're
finger and stick it in the air. What's the direction and strength of the wind right now?
No, on the house the other night, I wanted to go get the village's approval, have them cordon off an area, and then burn the house down without us going in it. This was after we already did a tactical call out and gave everybody ample time to surrender and come out and talk to us. And let us know what was going
That's called
on.
that back burning.
Okay, so this plan would have not expedited the process at all, and we still would have had all our shit jacked. Okay.
Well, but the cleric wouldn't have lost an experience or a level. Which, I mean, I understand we got it back.
Go
After,
back.
Yeah.
I got it back. Everything's cool. We're good.
it's cool now. Oh, yeah, it worked out, but it could have been much worse.
Got it back.
Now I'm wondering if the getting it back led to Gunge, because
Wasn't it you who lost like 4 levels in a single combat?
Yeah, that would be him.
Yeah, I think that was me at one point, yes.
It was. And then you died.
And then you died.
Assault on top of injury.
So,
But I mean-
I'm detecting both evil and undead at the front door since we're standing at it, just to make sure, just to check.
Maybe smoke them out?
You definitely are detecting evil and undead. All right, a large building stands at the side of the road ahead. It appears to be a tavern with a dome-shaped roof and a 2-story tower attached to the far side. A newer extension, apparently a stables, juts off to the east of the main building, but the stable doors are boarded over and the sign has been nailed over the boards. Yes, it's in Quebec Pool proper.
oh dear.
It says player character stay out.
Yes.
Oh, great. Now we're fighting in our own town. This is going to be great.
Several posts to tie up horses have been placed recently along the stable's northern side. A sweeping arc of wooden steps leads up to the main entrance, over which swings a sign depicting a ravenous seagull tearing into a dead fish.
Well, that is so appetizing.
Hmm?
I said
the
that
tavern.
is so appetizing.
Yeah.
Are there any buildings next to, adjacent to, attached to this building?
Adjacent to, yes, not attached.
How close?
Buildings in this area are pretty close. You're near the dock, so it's about 5 feet away.
I agree we can smoke them out. Do we have anything that can smolder rather than actually burn? Or maybe we have a smoke spell?
Joel, you asked about entrances. There's the front door, which you're in front of, and there's a boarded up door to the side. You haven't looked around back yet.
Is
I'll
it
zoom out for you?
Is there a second story?
No, none that you can see.
Okay. All right.
Is there a back entrance?
You haven't gone around back yet. You don't know.
All right, I'd like to go around back and check.
Just take someone with you, please.
Was
She's
someone
good.
with me?
I think maybe not only getting extra manpower, but is there anybody in town that we could quickly ask that knows like the layout of this building?
Who would you ask?
There is
It's about 10 o'clock at night. You can wait till the next morning and talk to the city planner.
Yeah, screw it. Let's roll.
Yeah, I'm a little
Noise.
I'd get more
concerned
strength at
about.
night.
Yeah, but I'm also concerned about like underground access from this place, and they might sneak out.
They have our staves. There's evil and undead.
Yeah,
don't think-
guys.
Do we have any way to detect underground thingies? Like, can somebody summon an earth elemental or some stuff like that that can do some exploring?
We used to have a dwarf, but
Those are the good days.
I demand you tell me if there is underground stuff here.
I still have some more.
Are there any trees in the area, Victor? Preferably like a big, rather old tree.
Not nearby, no.
Okay.
Frida, no one has followed you. You are around near the back and you see two entrances. Give me a spot check, please.
Okay.
Lev will go with her.
oh, that's a good. Oh, that's a great.
That's good backup.
Somebody else ought to come with you.
No, they're fine.
Blodgett, I would say.
Blodgett's not here.
Carlos will go with.
Okay.
He's multi-talented.
Okay. You got the moon blade.
You can moon people if need be.
I stabbed them in the butts. That's why it's called the moon blade.
What am I?
Also, Victor, can I cast some buffs on the party real quick? So
Oh,
say I
please
did
do.
that on the way over here.
Sure.
Okay.
Carrick and I do our normal defensive, offensive spells on the way over.
Okay. Lev, what are you casting?
I'm gonna type it out in chat. It's gonna be a couple things. Mage armor on a few people. Fox's cunning on himself. A couple things like that.
No, the only person who is fully rested spell-wise is Lev. You guys you have not rested and regained spells since you went to the farmhouse.
Okay. There we go.
Well, other than that disguise self I alluded to in our little narrative, Vic, I haven't used any spells, so.
That is true.
So let me. Oh, Astrid. Also, Astrid.
Astrid, my Astrid.
Yes. Well, it's one of our Astrids. We should definitely cover it.
Your Astrid is on the line.
Line 2. There we go.
Next. Thank you. I did.
Does anyone have a hammer and nails on them by chance?
Well, we have a common items bag, don't we, or something?
Yeah, we've got that.
Well, that's kind of what I was asking. I didn't know if that was a common item or not. But I say we start getting
Yeah,
somebody who's
that'd be a
show.
common item.
So, I mean, it's not going to affect the undead, but we could try to smoke them out. But there's undead in there. It's probably not going to. Smoke is probably not going to affect them. We'd be better off like crashing down the door and flooding it with light.
Okay, so in back, it's Frida and Garlos and Lev.
Correct. You guys see one pair of double doors and one single door.
Okay, what about
And
the
there
entrance?
you go, Victor.
Who's on the
Got
east
it. Thank you.
side?
You see nothing unusual. Say
I
again,
want to
Joel.
ask.
Anyone on the east side?
No one is currently standing on the east side.
I'm going to ask EJ if he wants to go over there and check that out.
Sure, I'll go over there.
Okay, I'll go with you, and we can take a look at that door. That way, we have theoretically the doors all covered.
Okay. I've cast some spells on you, so be on the lookout for that.
Okay. And then Frederick, I'm going to leave my snake with you so that you can hear if I say anything to him.
Okay.
Okay,
All
I
right,
think
so
that works.
Bash and who is going?
Bash and LJ.
Okay.
I'm going where? Where are Bash and LJ going?
East side door.
East side.
Which, yes, Frederick, we definitely role played as you the other night.
That must have been pretty easy, actually. I'm very predictable. By the way, Caroline, if you don't mind, why don't you take Bob, my badger, and so you've got. If you come across something, he can warn me telepathically.
Okay.
Thank you.
Did the badger like dig down into the? Are they diggers? Badgers? I don't remember. They are, right?
I said
Badgers
does
are maybe
Whoa,
diggers.
whoa,
Does
whoa!
burrow.
With
That's
the
true.
hard R.
What?
You can't just drop that word like that.
Fucking awesome. Great
Diggers.
reference. Great reference.
Diggers.
Also, they are pretty good diggers. Yeah.
What did I miss? I missed something.
We're being fucking racist again in the D&D game.
Oh my god, y'all.
I'm trying to remember the guy's name. It was a really, really good comedy skit.
So I'm gonna ask it again. Do badgers dig into the ground? Are they burrowing creatures?
Yes.
He can burrow. He can.
Yes,
They're
they can
excellent
burrow.
We
burrowers.
could have him go down and check to see if there's, I don't know, a stone structure down there. So that might. I mean, he wouldn't know where to go, but maybe there's something there.
That's a lot of area to cover. I can still use my stonework skill to.
He's not a bulldozer or a steam shovel.
Well, why don't you do that? That's a good idea.
Well, I'm just saying, at least anticipate that they could go underground. They could have an underground escape hatch. They could also have
Probably do.
a portal in there, for all we know.
Yep.
So what's the plan?
Making a lot of assumptions.
I say we break in all at the same time, simultaneously.
Oh my god.
No, that's called divvying up the party.
That's a great idea. I love it.
I'm shocked. I say the game master wants.
To me, it's a
I'm coming back around to the front.
Yeah, let's go back around the front. Let's regather with the rest of the party because we're split, and that's a bad thing.
In this case, I think it would probably be okay to burn this fucker down.
It's
we
beginning
put
to assume a quaint charm as far as I'm concerned.
Then put our familiars at the other entrances. How about that? And then we all go in the front door.
Okay, how long do we think it would take from the city to get approval on burning it down?
Yeah, getting approval is a lot harder
Probably-
than just saying sorry afterwards.
That was
probably
the other
overnight.
thing. That might be a just beg forgiveness piece. I mean,
Yeah.
we can clearly afford to pay for this structure if we need to.
We use
Yeah,
the water
we just have to
element.
make.
We use the water elemental ring to soak the buildings that are next to them, and then we just set it on fire and wait for them to come running out.
Hey,
Victor, where's the wind blowing?
Wind was blowing about 5 miles an hour to the north.
Is there a building to the north?
There's a building across the street. Yeah.
Ooh.
But that's
What
across
is-
the street, not
yeah,
attached, and it's not close.
what is the street made of?
Street.
You're in the docks area, so most of the streets are made of stone. This is not the richest part of town.
Can't we just
Okay, well,
summon an
stone is still
elemental and
delivered.
have it do the Kool-Aid Man thing?
What is this brown box down here? Is that on the south end? Is that a structure, the southeast, or is that just a brown box that's there and has no purpose?
Okay, there is a chimney.
What the fuck are you saying, Ben?
There's a brown
This-
box on the map, lower right
Yeah,
corner.
there's a rectangle. That's not another building or
That's more
structure?
a
is it?
must-
No, that's not another building or structure.
Okay, just making sure. Sorry.
There's a chimney about here.
I got a better idea. As opposed to setting fire to the building, why don't we set fire on it from the inside? Just have let fly up and cast a fireball down the chimney.
Now I like that idea.
Let's flush the bastards out.
I mean, we can't say that the results will be different, but yeah, I like that strategy for sure.
That's a great strategy.
I don't know if it counts as strategy, but it's a decent idea.
I think we should.
I call it a really ugly prank. It's not so much a strategy.
I think we should nail some of these doors shut though before we do it, so they can't just run out in multiple directions.
Yes, except they would hear us nailing the door.
Well, okay, then what are they going to do? Come out? Are they going to come out and attack us for nailing the door shut? Like, I mean, do they not know who they're fucking with?
Roderick is going to do some recon here.
We've
Bob.
the,
Really?
the
God,
only
why does this
issue
remind me of the
the only
village scene
issue
from Come and
with-
See?
burning the place down is that we have a lot of doors and windows to cover.
Okay, climb.
So, I love that the game master is amused.
I mean, we could do a blade barrier in front of one of them.
No, we just need to set up a few machine guns. I've seen this
How far is it
before.
around the building? Because I could set up a blade barrier around the building.
Without dropping it on us?
Well, just don't walk into it.
So you're gonna put a blade barrier around the entire perimeter of this thing? Can you do
I
that?
can't. I need to know how big the circumference is.
Look, I'm
Well, one
counting
sturgis.
just off of the map 8 windows and doors total that we can see and aren't like blocked by the yellow boxes. I mean, it's a lot.
Right. That's why we use a blade barrier.
I mean that seems reasonable. If you have that kind of skill level, if you can do that, that would be great. And then we can just firebomb the freaking chimney and see what happens.
I love this idea. I love this idea.
We're so doomed.
The only downside with this is if we have to retreat, we're going to be retreating into your blade barrier, but I don't see that being a problem.
Well, no, because the blade barrier is in front of us. It's not behind us.
It's fucking sad.
They're just basically saying we cast a fireball down the chimney and watch as we fire up a blade barrier all around the bloody place. So if anybody comes out, they get chopped in chutney. We'll be just like out on the road, stepped back a bit.
So
I think that's a great
Okay,
idea.
so Frederick has sent Bob down into the chimney.
Not into it to look down it. That's different.
That is different.
He's not going down yet.
Yeah, he's
Don't
not
go
gonna
down there, Bob.
he's not gonna win that fight with gravity.
I wonder what laws are actually breaking now or about to break. There's probably quite a few.
Several.
So Victor, can you?
I don't think this is
I
going to go well with the locals.
I can cast
I'll
220
have to
feet
lie about it.
linear feet worth of blade barrier.
How many feet?
Well,
That's
the
correct,
place is
yes.
infected with the pestilence.
You check and see if you can cast it in a box, though, because I think it's only a wall.
But I can form it in whatever I want, right? Because you can form a circle, you can put a wall. I'm pretty sure.
I am absolutely
Look it up, Chuck.
I am
Look it
right now.
All right, well, let me know, please.
Mobile vertical curtain of whirling blades, shaped with pure force. It appears where creatures are. It doesn't say a blade, and it doesn't say.
It says either a wall or a ringed wall, so that implies a circle because it talks about a radius.
Well,
Oh, there it is. Oh, or yep, a wall or a ringed wall
It is a molly ringed wall.
with a radius of up to 5 or 2 levels. So that's 60 feet radius. Oh, that could be enough.
There's about to be a big fire down there.
all I can think is I am highly entertained.
That's
Oh.
60 feet radius. So that's 120 foot diameter. That might be enough.
I'm just seeing this all done on a BBC show where everybody's, like all blasé and using British accents. What do you think? Badger says it looks like a bit of a fire. About to be a bigger fire now, isn't there?
Another problem I have with burning this place down is they have our stuff.
Well, it's stuff that we don't want. Really, we're not going to use this bloody thing. So if those go up in smoke, we're not going to
No,
cry. It means we
I
don't
want
have to
to
dispose
Oh,
of it.
yeah,
That's
the
gonna catch
rods that
fire.
you wouldn't let me have. I asked for one of them, and you wouldn't even give me one of them, and now you're worried about them catching on fire?
I'm not worried about them catching on fire. I'm worried about them getting buried in debris and we not
Message
being
for
able
you
to
in
find
chat,
them.
Zach.
And you know what? If we get them back, you can hold on to one.
That's a bad
Slightly,
idea.
I'm slightly more motivated to get one back now. Slightly.
But basically, I think that they.
Come on, Victor. Come on.
Wait a minute, I got something.
I literally just counted out the squares.
What is the measurement, Zag? How much empty space
140
would we
by
have?
120. I basically am 20 feet short on the width.
That's okay. We'll just fill up the 20 feet. Like
I'm
that's
sure we
usually
can
where we
manage
go.
that.
With the 20 feet that you can't do, just put it on a section of the building that doesn't matter.
I need the M call on this. So the places where it would cut off the building, that would just like basically slam down into the building, right?
Yeah.
It's just an energetic force.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah, that's fine.
I think this is a great idea. Get the fireball ready. We'll do the blade barrier, and we'll watch to see what the fuck happens.
I love this plan.
This
I
is a
think
great
this is a
plan.
great
It's the
plan.
best
This
plan
is an
we've had
amazing
in a long time.
empirical experiment. Do we have any controls on this?
The more I think about it, the more I kind of don't like it.
Oh,
Aw,
for crying
stop
out loud!
thinking.
The guy with the fireballs wants to stop burning things down. If I have to climb up on that roof and throw a fireball down there, I will.
Okay, I burned down a drow village.
You know,
Okay.
I'm actually
Innocent
sitting out
drow
here and
villagers.
Just because it's
Innocent
drow.
drow
Makes everything
villagers,
good.
mind you, big air quotes, aren't
We have
probably really magically capable. And I
we
don't-
have the ring of water, right? The water ring.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have lots of
So
water
look,
stuff.
the likelihood that we burn this entire structure down with a single fireball or two is pretty small.
Well, it
What
won't
we're
happen all
probably
at
going
once.
to do
I mean,
is
it'll
get a
take
bunch of
while to actually
undead
consume
on
the
fire.
building.
They're going to run around and start a small fire all over the place, and it's going to take a while for it to burn down. We can get in, get out, kill everybody we need to, and then put the fire out. It's not a big deal.
I just want to
I'm
remind
all
everybody,
for watching the hilarity of this moment.
while we
Okay.
are doing
This
this,
is pure chaos. My character's loving this.
okay, well let's do it. And when it bites us in the
By
ass,
the way,
I'm going to
Ben,
get
please
my I told
update
you
your
so.
character's alignment to chaotic neutral. I'm serious. You are no longer a true neutral dryad. You are a chaotic
Nope.
neutral dryad at best.
Absolutely.
it's not like we're calling it Titan in from another plane.
Look,
We'll be okay.
that was that or we all die for sure.
And we will all go down together.
Gotta say,
Hey, the only person who died on that was the cleric, so that's not too bad.
It was me.
No.
It had nothing to do with it.
no, I died as well, and Bash died as well.
I'll be back in a sec. I have to get a drink. This is getting too good.
Well, that makes it better.
Yeah, I was going to say that was my first death, I think. But I mean, like, there's only undead and bad people in here. It's not like there's any.
But they're capable of magic.
Carrick's like, burn it! Burn it!
Fine, okay, we'll burn it. But when it becomes a bad idea, I'm going to savor my I told you so's.
I will
You can even do the I told you so dance.
I will completely acquiesce to that. I told you so, guys.
Guys, before you set the place on fire, there's something on a different scale that I think might work first.
Smoking them out?
Yes, I have a
They are
smoke.
undead.
I actually have a
They
smoke stick.
don't need to breathe.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
undead.
Okay.
Are you saying the thieves are undead?
No, there's undead inside.
Fine.
It's like an Oreo that tastes really bad.
There's
Do they-
evil.
do they have- But we track the thieves here, right?
Yeah.
So there's probably living humans inside.
Well,
guessing,
one
right?
of them had
Not for
3
long.
eyes. I wouldn't call them exactly human. I don't know what the hell they are.
If I had a fireball, I would.
Then why is the fire burning in the chimney? If they're undead, if there's only undead in there, why
Oh,
do they?
fuck. You're right.
There's bound to be people. It's probably people
Yeah.
that stole things. That's why we're killing them.
If we have to fight massive amounts of undead, I would just rather fight massive amounts of undead that are burning on fire and slowly dying anyway. Again,
Okay,
It's pretty sensible, actually.
you guys get ready. So how about I'm going to drop the smoke stick down there.
I'd say go for it. That's a good way to begin.
Okay.
Lev, get in position to fireball it as soon as
Alright.
that happens.
Yeah, I'm flying up to the chimney.
And Zag should probably get that blade barrier up. Like,
I'm going to pass my blade barrier around 120-foot radius. 120-foot diameter, sorry.
Usually need to have some German opera music
Okay,
playing
okay,
right now.
Many doors and windows as possible on the exterior.
okay, so where does the party need to be in that dead space of the blade barrier?
No, we don't want to be in the dead space. We want to watch them come through the barrier at us.
Okay, that works too.
Everybody stand 10 feet away from the building.
Okay, no problem.
And then I'm going to cast.
And then after Bob drops it, there's a place I want him to go as a lookout.
All right,
Is the
Bob has
best-
dropped the smoke stick down the chimney, and then go to the southeast.
He knows who's naughty and nice.
At that point, when Bob drops the smoke stick down the chimney, what are your actions? Is that when Blas is casting his blade barrier?
There might be kids inside. I don't know.
There are no children.
Oh, we definitely should burn it down.
Little orphan Annie. Final.
Okay, Zag.
You
Zag.
evil motherfucker.
Zag.
Yes.
I'm asking you a question. I need an actual answer. When Bob drops the smoke stick down the chimney, is that when Blas is going to cast a blade barrier? And
I'm sorry.
What?
Go ahead.
Okay. Blodgett will step back. And is that when Lev is going to cast Fireball?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
Lev flies over and casts a Fireball down. Please roll damage.
Okay. And I would also like to make sure to get out of the way of the path of the chimney.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a cannon.
Sure, I'll go for it. You've got some good experience casting fireballs, one way or the other. All right.
35 damage, Victor.
All right. With an explosion of smoke and fire, and a whirling of blades, the inn is thoroughly assaulted. You can hear. You can hear screams and shouts on the inside. Double check one more thing. You hear screams and shouts on the inside. And the whirling blades begin chewing through the building's structure itself.
Oh, now you ask, Brandon. Okay. You see how time works? That's the question you ask before you do these things. I just thought you might want to know that. Welcome to Earth.
I wonder if we should have detected good while we were at it. Just to be clear.
No, that would have been too small. God, glad I'm drinking.
Deeply disturbed. But
I mean, I feel like the bigger issue that they stole staves, that one belonged to us, but two have the possibility of like rendering the universe like innate. like kind of matters, like more than whether or not there are slaves or people in the building right now.
Okay, but we're also in the city.
They're in a free fire zone.
So what Ben is saying here, and I want to clarify this, it doesn't matter whether or not we kill any good or innocent people. What matters is we save the universe.
That makes him sound lawful neutral.
I'm not saying it doesn't matter. I'm saying in this case, given Lev's like bastard child, it might matter more that we save the universe.
I am so not making any comments right now.
Duly noted.
And I'm the evil one.
Well, you are. But that's
No. Oh, I am? I am?
I have yet to wipe out a village of children. Like, I
No.
have not done that.
We've got time, Ben. We've got time.
You know,
Look,
this
it
might
wasn't-
also have an orphanage in it. We could be scoring double here.
It wasn't
That's
a
right.
village of children.
You've got a good teacher, so
It was a village, and maybe it had children, but they were all drow.
I'm not saying anything. I'm standing back and watching. That's
And
what
the
I'm
drow
saying.
Pose
also
little to
killed
no
my
threat.
very best friend. They're a big threat.
If wizards weren't weird and didn't make best friends their spiders, that wouldn't be a problem.
I thought you were
So-
saying that children were a threat. I mean,
So-
you've got one. You know how dangerous they can be.
So you're victim blaming now.
Okay. Let's wait and see what happens.
Touche, Lev. Touche.
Because we've committed to a course of action.
Yeah, let's see what's happened behind coffin number 3 here.
You have committed a course of action.
We have committed a course of action.
Oh my god. I
Never
love you guys
expected
so
this.
much.
you never expected this. Go ahead, admit it. It's true.
Oh yeah, every single time it's something unusual.
I missed one game session. Come back. Northwest.
We missed your mitigating factor, Frederick. We had no idea.
I didn't know I was a mitigating factor. I thought I just shot arrows and things. I
I
didn't.
guess
know that.
we didn't know either.
Apparently, you were the voice of reason.
Oh my god.
I did not see that coming. But okay.
That's okay. Neither did anybody inside this tavern. I'm sorry. At this point, I just can't.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay.
Amidst
so how bad is
the screams coming from the inside, you also hear some shouts and other cries, mostly English, or common, sorry, not English, mostly common tongue.
Sorry.
There are enough of you out there that I'm going to give this information to you. The windows at the front of this area, basically the windows here, and actually that's probably a pretty adequate thing to use. You see, you realize that those windows were covered up somehow, but someone has pulled back the covers and is looking outside
Oh,
at
great.
the whirling blades of death.
Yeah.
They do not seem to be running outside to join the whirling blades of death. But you do hear breaking glass. Does sound like some windows are breaking, not the ones outside in front, but definitely some windows are being broken.
Okay, well, there's got to be a couple of places where they could get out.
Lev, can you fly up above the structure and like get high enough to see maybe where they're trying to escape from? Maybe who is trying to escape?
I mean, I could probably I'm already at the chimney. I could probably tell just directionally what windows might be breaking on what side of the building and fly that way.
I'm going to use my monk speed.
Give me a
because I
listen check, please, Lev.
All right.
I look
23.
over my snake. And
Above
my
the
pet.
sound of the screams,
Oh God.
the burning building, and the shouts, you cannot discern which direction the glass is breaking.
What? Like I can't get like a left or right?
No, that's what not being able to discern direction means. You're nailing
What?
it. You're good at this.
What?
Can I use my
I'm going
cloak
to recommend.
to better look at the being that's peeking out the window?
Say that last one more time, please, Zach.
Can I use my cloak to get a better look at the being who is peeking through the window?
Give me a spot check to get a good look through the whirling blades. That basically gives you a 75% cover.
Yes, I know I created my own obstacles.
They're my favorite kinds.
They are. Sorry, just pulling up my dice roller. Give me a moment, please. 18 plus 14 is 32. I think 14 is right. I'll tell you in a second.
18 plus 14 is 32. Yeah, no, you can see it actually. It looks to be a wide-eyed human female.
Oh, lovely.
Oh,
Is this the part where I get to say it?
Of
Not
course
yet.
you do.
You don't just fall for the first damsel in distress you see.
I'm not doing anything. I'm waiting.
Are you still detecting evil?
Thank you.
I'm still detecting this.
These fuckers.
I am going to suggest to a couple of other members of the party that perhaps we should do a walk around since we have the blades and we have the, fire. Maybe we should just see who's trying to get out. We can do
Yeah,
a walk
can-
around the building. Won't take that long.
Well, we could
I have
tell them to
left-
form a single file line, and then we could search them and make sure none of them are the people that stole our stuff when they come out.
We are really concerned about that stuff. Okay.
I'm concerned with letting the bad guys get away.
Okay, so walking around, I'm going to say let's start with clockwise.
Oh my god.
Hey, Victor.
Sorry, I was just bitching about you. What you got?
You were just bitching about us? Thank you so much. Just saying, I suggested to the party that we do a walk around the building to see where they were
thank you.
trying to escape. Because here's an idea. The undead probably won't try to escape from the building, but we could probably find out where the humans are trying to get out and work from there.
Well, I can drop this berry grenade. That'll be good.
I like this idea. We should probably go from the what is that, northwest? That way we don't run into that long end of the building first.
Say again, your last?
I was just gonna say we should probably move from north to west and work our way around that direction so that we don't walk into that big long part of the building that doesn't have a blade barrier around it.
Ah, I see. Is anyone else going to be walking around that direction?
Sure.
Opposite direction of the other, like.
I thought you said the side that doesn't have a blade barrier around it.
No, the side with the blade barrier. I don't want to
Okay.
run into that long, like I don't want to run that whole way down there and around.
Okay. All right, Lev, you see. Okay, so you guys are moving there. Carlos, what are you doing? John, what is Carlos doing? They're moving around the building. You can get about to here before the point at which the blade barrier is cutting into the building next door, so you can't quite go any further around it.
All right,
Next door.
back the other way now.
Carlos, what are you doing?
He's gonna hang tight and hold it.
Blodgett is not here at the moment, but when Suzanne does arrive, they'll be perfectly surprised. Blas, what are you doing?
Okay, two things. Carrick is running over to the building that the blade barrier intruded upon,
Mhm.
and is checking to see if it's unlocked or a public building. While Blas is keeping his eye on the woman who is peeking out the window.
Okay. And what is LJ doing?
Probably standing in abject horror.
Oh please!
What if we just
Yes.
again?
I think he's the only good guy in the party.
Have you partied with Lev recently? Because this ain't nothing. This is nothing.
I'm gonna have him go
Actually
around
good.
the
I didn't know we had any good people in a party.
north side of this
You have two.
this area that doesn't have the blade barrier around it, just like staying on the north side. Are there any windows there?
There's one right about here. It's boarded up.
Fuck.
I came along on this game, on this entire plan, just so I can look at Ben's character from now on and go, you are no longer in charge of any decisions. That is my entire purpose of going along with this plan.
No new plans. No longer in charge of making plans.
I guess
I didn't
LJ's
even
gonna.
make this a plan. I just said it sounded good.
I guess
I
LJ's
did
gonna
not
hold
say
his
that.
action.
I didn't say that at all.
All right.
That's a good
And what
friend
is
to
Lev
do.
doing?
That's not what I said.
Lev is going to. I'm gonna check around the east side of the building there.
Okay. Lev goes over to the east side of the building. So, like about here?
I'd like to stay on the roof, like above the roof nominally,
about there?
and just kind of Is there anything going on over here?
Yeah, there's a busted window on that side. And Frida and Bash, you can see two busted windows on this side. Hold
Okay.
on. No, there's not a busted window right there, Lev. There's not, sorry. However, Bob the Badger
Hey, Bob, what do you see, Bob?
notes that there is a busted window on his side, on this side. And this round, Frederick goes down into the chimney. Frederick, give me a tumble roll.
Coming up.
Are you going inside?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus! Okay, Lev's going.
He put it in chat. It's been in chat for a minute.
Yeah.
Lev was flying the opposite direction as Frederick was running up to the chimney.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I'd say take down the blade barrier. This is probably a bad mistake.
Zag,
Well,
great
look,
comment.
the blade barrier isn't a threat to any kind of intelligent life. The fire might be, but the blade barrier isn't. It's not like they're going to just waltz into the blade barrier by mistake. Whatever damage it's going to do, it already did.
Remember, everybody's got a +2 from Astrid
Well, I'm a
Victor, I
little
do
concerned
have- For what?
about hopping into the other building.
to
No.
saving throws, skill checks, attack rolls, and damage.
For how long?
Let me look it up. But good hope. I think it's a minute a level. Let me take a look.
Victor, I do have 60 feet of fly speed. I could just go back.
It certainly applies here and now. Let me find player's book. Player's handbook. Okay, yeah. So good hope. Good hope. Good. Let's see, I think she's level 8. Good hope. Good hope lasts for 1 minute per level. Yep, correct. So 8 minutes of bonuses, delicious bonuses. You all can.
Thank you for the delicious.
All right, so you got about 7.5 minutes left. Actually, probably about 7 minutes.
I'm sure this will be wrapped up well before then.
Yeah. Oh no, yes, totally, sure.
Victor, is there anything I can see where I am coming along the other side of the building? I'm going to come around to the east side. Since we can't get around that side, fuck that noise coming around to the east side.
So, on the side that you were on, those 2 windows are busted out, and there is smoke pouring out of those windows.
Okay, so you can can I see anything or just smoke?
There's, you can't see anyone, but you can definitely see smoke coming out of the windows. It does not appear as if there's any movement on the ground itself.
Okay.
You can more clearly hear noise and shouts from inside, but it's more difficult. It's still difficult to make them out. All right. So, Frida and Bash, what are you guys doing?
All right, can I go? Okay, is the wall of blading still up?
Yes.
Okay, so I can't do anything about that. Can I get to the window where it's crashed and open?
What?
Let me try that again in English. Sorry. Can I get to the open window, or is that behind the blade barrier?
It's behind the blade barrier.
Then I'm not going to do that. I'm going to come around to the east side.
Okay. And Ben, you're going around to the east side as well, correct?
Yes, as quickly as possible.
Let Suzanne in. Hey, Suzanne's here.
Hey,
Anybody want to give her a sit rep?
Finally,
Yay.
some sense.
We're stupid and insane.
yeah, we're doing a thing that I said was a bad idea, and it's turning out to be a bad idea.
That's
We don't
delightful.
know that yet. We don't know it's a bad idea yet.
I think
Yeah,
I
you
heard the.
cannot
I think
judge
I
it
heard
as a
the
bad
doorbell
idea.
ring and I gotta run.
Excuse me, I hear my mother calling me.
I gotta go.
We have no idea what the result of this is yet. So
So, are you what? You think I'm
Look,
gonna save you? Because
You
I'm
can't
chicken. I'll run.
you can't say it's looking good though, Zag.
don't know. So we found the building where the people were who stole our rods or staves, and we just put a blade barrier around it and then shot a fireball down the chimney before we looked inside, because I detected undead and evil. So it's all good.
Unless it's something that likes fire.
Well, yeah, in that case we're screwed. But I think it's more
or,
likely we just killed a bunch of innocents. But we'll see.
Yeah, I think there were innocent people in here.
So right,
I'm sure
we
there
have-
are sacrifices in there.
Right. We have healing spells, we have raise dead spells, and we have forget spells.
All of this was just to establish that certain people shouldn't be in charge of decision making.
Right,
And we
we're other
also
matrix.
still
We can
have
do
the
this.
ring of water creation, so we're good.
Okay. Have any interest in casting that ring of water spell creation? Water.
I want to see what the fire does first. Like we're halfway through the plan. We can't stop yet.
Gonna kill everyone.
Jesus,
Well, I mean, that was
When you
part of the
Dryad,
idea.
who's a pyromaniac.
Slow down, Beavis.
Literally.
I was actually just about to say, I've always wondered what it would be like to play Dungeons and Dragons with Beavis and Butthead.
There, we're there.
Fire's cool.
Now you know.
It's the bad decision brigade.
All right, so Frida is going around to the opposite side. Frida, as you're going around to the east side, a dryad races past you.
Of course he does.
Carrick goes to the door of the warehouse building next door. It does not appear to be a private residence. It appears to be, as I stated, a warehouse building. What is Keurig going to do at the building next door?
The point he's being a lawful neutral cleric. He wants to make sure that there's no lives at stake inside this building. So he's going to do his best to peek inside, get inside without hurting himself on the blade barrier, but yet ascertain that no one has been hurt inside or is cowering behind the blade barrier.
This is the wildest Mr. Toad's ride I've ever been on.
This is a good one.
He doesn't hear. Keurig doesn't hear any screams or shouts. Well, sorry, he doesn't hear any screams inside. He does hear some shouts. But there are no windows into the warehouse.
Is the door open?
No, it is not.
Okay. So bang on the no. Just leave it alone.
All right. Carlos, what is he doing this round?
He's going to suggest that the blade barrier be taken down and hold action. Because this is probably...
Did somebody say hold action? Holy shit.
Yeah. But he's going to suggest that the blade barrier be taken down.
Blodgett, welcome to the party.
I'm sorry. Did you say you want me to dismiss the blade barrier?
Yeah, I'm saying, get your trinity off of the fellow's neck.
Well, currently you're holding action and asking for the blade barrier to be dismissed. Blodgett, what are you doing this round?
So where is Blodgett? On the top? So we're still outside, right? Only Lev is inside and...
No one except Frederick is inside. Frederick jumped down a chimney. Lev is flying around above the building right now.
Above the building. Blodgett's going to walk around the building and see if there's any, obvious doggy door things,
Well, I can tell you that right now. So you've looked already. On the left side, on the west side, let's just say, there's about a 5-foot gap. And then there's another building. On the east side, there's this stable section, and the door itself is boarded up, and there's a sign in front of it. And then in the back, there are 2 doors in the back as well.
What's the sign in front of it say?
That's a good question. No one's actually asked that. Are you going to go and check it out?
Yes, I am.
Oh, no.
All right.
I'm going to read it to myself. I'm not reading it out loud.
All right. I'll send to you what it says.
Okay.
And Blas, what is Blas doing? I've already got Keurig's move. What is Blas doing? Oh, by the way, the young lady, the wide-eyed lady in the window, pulled out a crossbow and backed away from the window.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, may not be as bad of a plan. Nobody wants to let the plan and see what happens.
Right, exactly. I'm looking. I look at Carlos and I'm like, give it a moment. And I look back at the building. I'm just scanning for anything unusual.
Any civilians would have been like crawling out the window with the blade barrier not directly in front of it,
Right. I mean, any innocents would be like just, screaming out the window or the door.
Unless, of course, they're dead.
Unless they're
right. If they're dead, that's fine. But then that's already a done deal. There's nothing we can do about that right now. We're gonna kill the bad guys and then bring them back to life.
So, I am gonna take a moment.
I love that your backup plan is now raise dead. Did we make a mistake? It's fine. It's fine. Raise them.
Raise them and make them forget. I mean, it's easy.
And I'm evil.
That's not evil.
Oh, yes, it is, Zach. That is evil.
No, we're not evil. We're the government.
Doing what is best for it's the greater good.
Oh!
The greater good.
Never summon
horrible things have been done in the name of the greater good.
Oh.
But it's not good that you and I white men are like making these suggestions, so we should just stop while we're fucking ahead, dude.
Not ahead.
Well, I mean,
I
that,
hate
that
to bring
is
it
what,
to you.
that, you know, after Victor pointed out that I'm a white tree, that is why I'm so angry about all my stuff being stolen, right?
Oh god, that explains everything. You're a fucking birch.
Totally.
If I thought that there were innocents that were dying in there, I would drop the blade barrier. But I haven't seen any evidence of that.
I'm just not saying anything.
I mean,
So they
didn't
need
you
to be
get a huge
proven
hit?
innocent.
What's that?
Didn't you get a huge hit on the fact that there's like a significant amount of undead and evil in here? I mean, it wasn't like a
Yes.
little blip; it was a large amount.
Victor's response was yes. I mean, there was an unequivocal yes that there was both undead and evil in there. We didn't check for good, which we probably should have, but that's a lesson learned. We learned that lesson.
You didn't check for good. You didn't check for living.
True, both those things. Great. So lessons learned.
All right.
I love that everybody's treating this like it's a, after school special.
Lev, what are you doing this round?
I'm gonna go down the chimney with Frodrick.
All right, give me a. Oh, I didn't tell you to do that earlier, Joel. Give me your fortitude check, please. Joel, give me your fortitude check as well. This is basically you're going down a smoke-filled chimney into a smoke-filled room.
Okay, no problem. Fortitude save is
19?
Try 34, Vic. Here, fortitude 34. Don't forget the +2 bonus from Astrid.
Oh, 21.
All right. All right, I'm going to stop sharing for a moment so I can fix my screen.
Oh God.
In retrospect, this is probably a horrible mistake.
Really? No kidding.
But here's the difference. I'm willing to admit my mistakes.
That's growth.
Have I not
Look, if
admitted
this
my
turns out to be a
mistakes when I made them?
No,
Yeah.
but if this turns out to be a mistake, I will totally admit that it was a mistake. So far, I don't know that it is. I don't know that it isn't. We won't know until we know.
We could have done exactly the right thing, and Victor's just pissed off because, like, how did they think of that?
Oh my God. That's true. I could have just been like, why didn't I think of that?
Right, exactly. And for you kids at home,
Like, I admit it when I make my mistakes, and sometimes when I fear I'm about to make a mistake, I let y'all know first, and I say, hey, this might be a mistake, but what do you guys think? And then you let me do it.
And
Like
sometimes I have to put you in a pocket.
Like
just
the whole
so
thing,
that you-
the whole thing with the temple, that was our last wish, and it was like an entire like complicated plan that I wasn't sure was gonna work, and I was like, guys, it might not work, and then we're fucked.
But it did.
It did.
It's true. No,
that's good.
my concern right now is nobody has come flying out of this thing. Like, we have seen no innocents like give themselves up. Now, maybe Crossbow Girl is just like, oh, I'm being attacked, I'm going to pull out a crossbow. Maybe. But I find that less likely.
I mean, I
Honestly, it
could
was only
cast another
35.
fireball
That was
now that
only,
I'm down there, and I could blow them out of a window.
honestly, it was only a 35-point fireball, save for like 17. So
that would be.
if they're new to this type, we're looking at probably some really rotten fuckers in it. So they've probably got some levels.
We probably just did the city guard a favor.
All right. Frodrick and Lev, roll a d10, please.
10. Roll a d10. Roll a d10. Where is my?
You're going into D10, Shun.
Here it is. D10.
8.
That's right. I got a d10 right here.
Let's see. There we go. D10. 7.
All right.
That's the
You
same.
both ended up on the same side of the fireplace.
Cool.
That would have been entertaining if one of you like ended up on the other side, because then you'd be like, "All right, I'm here to back. I've got your back, buddy. Where are you?" But no, you're both there on the same side. Get rid of that. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Okay, that's the thing that's occurring right now. I need initiative from everyone, please.
Okay.
Oh. Fucking kidding me.
Nope.
I'm definitely not.
Oh no! Here.
For everybody,
Oh.
right?
That
Yeah,
sucks.
I mean everybody. Just everybody, go ahead and initiative for me.
Wow, that sucks. Okay.
Yeah, who would have expected combat after all that?
I forgot I have my soundboard open. I don't know if anybody heard
Oh
that.
my God, we're all sucking.
It's the Men in Black raise dead maneuver. I fucking love that.
Here come the man in black. Mm-hmm.
It's good enough for Will Smith. Good enough
Right.
for me.
Did he raise them from the dead, though?
No, well, that's our twist.
Why are we unique? That is why we are unique. Also, bad decision making. Also, that.
Sometimes
have to
bad
do.
decision making. Yeah. Sometimes people make bad decisions.
Frederick, what's your adjusted armor class currently? And Lev, what is yours?
Mine should be 37 with the mage armor. No, wait, I did not get a mage armor, did I?
And then you did have the boost of +4.
Did have the what?
The boost of +4 from your Drow maiden, whom I cannot remember her name right now.
Tessa?
Tessa.
My armor class is 17, but I am currently invisible.
Except you're the non-smoke-filled space.
Let me take a look here, Vic. Without mage armor.
Did someone cast mage armor on him?
Let me have a look. I sent it
No,
all
Frida,
in chat.
Garlos, Bass, and EJ.
No, I did not. No, he gave me strength for some reason.
Frida, Garlos, Bash, and LJ have mage armor.
33, Victor.
Okay. Where the fuck is my share button? I'm sharing with you. Sharing is caring.
Windows are broken, but we didn't see anybody. If they could fly over the blade barrier, they could come up behind us and beat our asses.
There's a broken window over here as well. That's the one that Bob saw.
What are the broken windows?
There's a broken windows here, broken window there.
Okay.
My guess is if it's a broken window, we don't see anybody like running around inside the blade barrier or cut to chunks inside by it. They flew over it and are probably coming to kick us in the ass from behind.
All right. Frederick, you go after this, but at the moment, this goes first.
It's a sumo wrestler.
It's a troll hunter.
Oh,
That is not someone who hunts trolls, FYI. That is a troll that hunts.
Okay.
What's that doing in the city?
Ben, we
We're not
did
in
the
trouble
right
with the
thing,
guards
buddy.
anymore.
We did the right thing.
I mean, so far, I'm thinking, yeah, I haven't seen anything that's telling us that we didn't. I
Okay.
mean, whoever,
Virtual high five.
yeah. I mean, I feel like there wasn't a good troll hunter just hanging out in there. You know what I mean? Like,
Hanging
with a
out
bunch
in
of
the
good people.
lobby.
Yeah.
Frodrick, 25 hit points of damage.
ow!
Oh, sorry. Not 25 hit points of damage. Sorry, disregard that, please.
Okay.
My d8s.
He actually pummeled. He strokes you gently and calls you mommy.
Tom Cruise and Top Gun, dude. We saw what had to be done.
40 points of damage.
Hey,
Okay.
He shouts something about fairies. You guys can see about just under 10 feet distance.
Oh, by the way, Vic, I'm sorry. Armor class is 35. I don't know if that makes any difference. I have +2 protection from evil. That gives you a +2 to your armor class. It's in the chat.
Okay, thank you.
Just make a note of it for future.
I will make a note of it for future reference.
All right.
Not two.
God, it's okay.
4 crossbow bolts. Miss you barely. Let me pick those guys up and bring them here. No, it's basically right out of there. You can hear several other people in the room. And pretty low chance. Okay, yeah. Your turn, Frodrick. Your move. Before you stands a troll carrying a war axe, and behind / to the side of him, creatures in robes, human-sized, carrying crossbows.
Okay.
Your move.
All right. I am going to attack. I can make 4 attacks actually with the Dwarven Warhammer.
You did mention hammer in hand. Go for it.
That's right. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. The attack rolls here, and I shot for Lev to unleash.
Okay. Which he will do on his next turn. Zom. Make sure I'm not missing anyone.
The attack rolls.
Okay. Yeah, the room's noise-wise, the room is very chaotic. The troll is shouting commands, and it doesn't seem that people are actually answering with any coordinated effort.
We definitely.
Bash, what are you doing this round? You running over there? You can see Blodgett is looking at the
Oh wait,
Blodge is looking at the stables with an angry kind of glare.
I want to get to that door as quickly as possible, but I'll stop and ask Blodgett what's up real quick.
Suzanne?
I smell undead. Nothing living. Or smell dead, not really undead. I don't know what undead smells like. I smell death.
Okay, so you're running up and talking to Blodgett. Are you doing anything else besides running over there? Ben?
Okay. Can I
the
keep
door
moving
on
towards
fire.
the door?
What? Can you get to the door? Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I want to keep going to the door.
Okay. You make it to the door. The door is barricaded, boarded up from the outside. But you are at the door at the end of this round. Frida,
Where am I? Am I at the door yet?
you are right there. The barbarian has way outpaced you. You can, if you want to do a full run, like no armor class bonus or anything, you can probably maybe barely catch up to him this round.
Then that's what I'll do.
All right. Frida's booking it. Carlos, your turn.
Gotta roll with Frida and the rest.
All right. Blas, what are you and Carrick doing?
I'm talking and no one can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Carrick is going to rap loudly on the door of the warehouse and scream, "Is everybody okay?" And wait to hear if anybody responds.
Okay. And Blas?
Blas, is he at the front? Is he the only guy sitting at the front of this?
He and Astrid are at the front currently, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna keep the blade barrier in place, and I'm gonna back up like 10 feet, just in case anybody comes screaming out this door.
Okay. At this point, people on literally all sides are just random people are walking out like, what the hell's going on?
As I'm, perhaps Astrid can run around and tell people to back away. That it's dangerous.
Maybe tell them to take up a safe position in their homes and not let anyone in.
What is it? Shelter in place?
Exactly.
She's skipped.
She's taking the classes. She knows. She's ICS trained.
Oh my god. Love was not skipped. I'm just catching all the stuff going on outside.
Okay.
I will drop this barrier whenever anybody tells me to, because I'm basically holding my action while I back away 10 feet.
I really think we should drop the barrier.
Oh no. Oh no, not at this point.
No,
thank you, Joel.
Keep the barrier up.
I feel like I've got the angel and the devil sitting on my shoulder.
Do not see why it would be a good idea at this point to drop it. We've got 2 people inside.
That was their choice. They were not supposed to go inside.
You guys are the absolute best. All right.
I mean, I'm trying to get in, but now I have an undead.
Frederick is gone. Lev, now it's your turn for the combat inside the room.
Okay, Joel, I need a quick call from you. Are you ready?
Sure. Yeah.
Are we staying or are we going? Because we can get back outside right now.
You know what? The way this is going, let's go ahead and leave.
Okay. Victor,
Yes.
Does it look like, I know it's filled with like smoke in this building, but does it look like the place is actively on fire?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I'm going to grab Frederick and use one of my teleport scrolls and teleport us back to the outside of the building.
How many scrolls do you have left, Lev?
I spent a couple of days ensuring that teleport scrolls and
How long does it take to make a teleport scroll? I thought it was 1 day per level. Am I incorrect?
I think it was 1 hour per level. That's the way we've done it in the past.
I don't think that's the way we've done it in the past. But I'll say that you definitely have a scroll handy still. So, and
Okay.
where do you teleport to?
I'm gonna teleport pretty much where we approached from the front of the building on the outside of the blade barrier.
Wait, I think you're right. It may be 1 hour per level. Last time it took you like a week because you were making a bunch of them.
Yeah, I was making an absolute load of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're also trying to research the dead wizard. So you're going to need to tell me whether you're researching or making scrolls, because you can't do both, and you have made progress on your research.
Okay.
Because when we talked last, you were researching. All right. So you have teleported outside successfully. And now it is their turn. They're inside and trying to figure out where the wizard and the dude disappeared to, and they're getting yelled at.
Good. Probably get a pay cut for that.
Some of them are being sent to HR.
Definitely. Bob says he hears a door being opened.
Okay. We teleport too?
You teleported out front. All right. So that is the round. We're going to go in initiative order. Hold on. Did I miss anyone? Blodgett. I knew I missed someone. Blodgett and LJ. LJ, what are you doing this round?
LJ is going to go back around to the west side of the building just to keep an eye on, like, that side.
And Blodgett.
Blodgett is backing up Bash because he looks like he's going through the door of the stables.
Okay.
He's gonna need help.
You're not wrong.
Whatever the bad idea is.
Okay.
You can't just let this place burn down at this point.
So this was a good idea.
You know what? I'm
mean-
not committed to the fact that this was a good idea, but I will say we are committed to the idea.
We are committed to the idea, and
Honestly, we should all
two,
probably be
now
committed.
that
Yeah, I was about to say.
now that I've seen, like, they've got a troll in there, and I've caught these, like, these strange hooded figures that were described before firsthand, I'm starting to come around. Maybe it was a good idea.
I suspect if we go check that stable, we're going to find the original occupants of this place there.
That stands to reason, actually. What I was thinking earlier.
Like, I think we got lucky. We made the right call. We held it long enough that we're at an advantage now, or at least more than we would have been if we just walked in.
I'd say check out the stables, and if we find dead humans there, then let's fire another fireball down the chimney.
God,
All right, you guys are my heroes.
I'm glad we're somebody's heroes.
We just like making bad decisions.
You really do.
Hey,
Reinforcing
no,
them.
look, we saved the world recently, so if we fuck up a little bit of it, we're still in the good.
Yes. That's the spirit.
Blodgett turns around like, I'm a wolf.
Okay, so we're just going to go by initiative order at the moment. Frederick, what are you doing this round?
Okay, Victor, is the blade barrier still in place?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Is there anything I see in my immediate vicinity as a target on either side?
You see a boar with human hands, human legs. No,
Got
human
him.
hands.
Got him!
Okay, that's not our party.
Oh, that's not your party. Several bystanders.
Nothing to see.
No targets offhand. Astrid is trying to tell the bystanders to go stand by somewhere else.
Yeah, definitely. So, what through Bob? Do I see anything from his vantage point?
You see, yeah, there's a door being opened over here.
Okay, Frederick runs at full speed around the circumference of the blade barrier. That's all he's going to be able to do, from my estimate.
Yeah, buddy.
And just start unlimbering his bow. That's about it.
Okay. Next up, Lev.
Lev is going to fly up and over the building that way.
Which way are you
towards
headed?
the opened door.
Get about right there this round. Next up is Bash.
I do have a 60-foot fly speed.
Bash is going to go start heading towards the stable. How far can I get?
You're right in front of it right now. So yeah, you've got right there, and you're in front of the stables.
Okay, so can I see a door or something that can be?
That thing right there in front of you is a door that is boarded up, as we've stated before.
Okay, I'm sorry. So this long piece is the stable. That looks like it's connected to this building. May or may not be. I guess that was a bad assumption on my part. Got
Yes,
it.
it
Okay,
is.
that makes plenty of sense. Okay, I'm gonna start moving boards then and trying to unboard it.
Okay. And Frida.
Starts prepping spell. Do you want me to type it?
You're about a
notes?
half move away. You're about 15 feet away, so you're able to get there, and you can cast a spell.
No, I'm just going to prep a spell and hold that half action.
All right. Check one thing real quick.
Where is?
Damn it.
All right. You guys hear. Yeah, you will hear a sizable explosion from within the house. Frederick, give me a reflex save for Bob.
Reflex save. Bob.
No. Bob, don't die.
That's right. He's still in the house.
Pretty good reflex save.
He's on top of the house over the door of the kitchen.
This is reflex save. There is a reflex save.
Do they have a boiler or something?
Maybe
Maybe it was they were storing
reflex. Bob.
Attaboy,
Bob
Reflex.
Is 30.
All right. Bob nimbly scurries back, or jumps back, as a sizable explosion of, and you can just smell different types of oil and flour and all sorts of fun kitchen items.
Exploding.
Oh wait, that's because the door opened, isn't it? That's really good physics.
So Bob takes 8 hit points damage. This section of the roof. Okay, good. This section of the roof is now on fire.
Okay. He moves towards the chimney. That's going to be the most fireproof place.
Right. Frida's spell Blodgett. You're waiting at your guarding bass, so you're holding your action. Is that correct?
Yes.
and then Carlos.
Carlos realizes that he's going to be the only person that has to be in the front, so he's going to stay about where he is, moving back.
Actually, Blas is still in front.
Then he's going to follow stay north.
Okay.
What's going on?
I said you're still in front. And speaking of, it's your turn, Blas. Carrick here's people running up towards the door and unbarring it this round. What is Blas doing?
Carrick backs away from the door, out of reach of anybody.
Right.
And Blas is going to. Where the fuck am I?
You're way up here, as you said.
No,
basically on the other side of the street from the burning inn.
So I'm gonna start heading towards the stable at the pace that I can go, while still concentrating on the spell.
Okay.
I don't think I need to concentrate on it, right? I can just drop it whenever.
Double check. I think you do. You may not. You may not, though. I don't know. And LJ, what is LJ doing?
LJ's going to hold his action. Is there anything else that's happening on this side of the building?
On the side of the building where LJ is, there is still smoke pouring out. There's actually it decreased, and now it has drastically increased. Definitely large amounts of smoke pouring out. The smoke is now pitch black. It was like a grayish wood burning smoke, and now it is the pitch black of oil and combustibles smoke.
Victor, it doesn't say, at least in the resource I have, so I'm just going to ask for your call.
You don't have to concentrate. You can go ahead.
So I'm going to head over towards the stable. So I guess I'll be about halfway there.
Yeah, probably about there. Zodum.
I'll have LJ move back another, 15-ish feet so that I can have a line of sight of both, the front door there and the side of the building.
Okay. Okay, and then Lev and Bob the Badger can hear screams. Not like the screams of oh my God, things are burning, but the scream of someone who is on fire. Zodum, and it is. So this round, Bob is running towards the chimney.
The blade barrier is 20 feet high.
7 points of damage from the fire. And give me another reflex save for Bob, please.
Reflex. That's going to be, let's see, 25, Vic.
All right. Just barely. Bob is keeping himself from catching fire.
Bob,
but he's definitely smoldering.
Get off the roof, Bob.
Is he
Frederick,
inside
your
the
turn.
blade barrier?
Say again?
Is he inside the blade? He's inside the blade barrier.
He's on the roof inside the blade barrier, yes.
Can we drop the blade barrier, please?
Frederick, your turn.
He'll be okay for a moment. Okay, so I'm now around the other side, right? On the south side?
You are currently right there. You began running after Bob checked. And
the other, well, I was running the other way around, but...
physically, no, because the other way around, right where the map ends, is where another building begins. So there's no room to get past there.
Okay. All right. Did not know that.
I stated it, but it's okay that you didn't know it. That's fine. So yeah.
Okay, Froderick keeps running.
And is your intent to go all the way around the house? Just to clarify, your intent is to go like all the way around, correct?
Yeah, and then there's another. That's an attached building there to the south.
There's a building immediately to the right. There's no building to the south. Well, there's buildings opposite about 10 feet beyond basically just past the white space here, there's another building. And as a matter of fact, yeah, past the white space here, there's another building. There's about 5 feet between buildings in this area.
Is Bash trying to open that door on the east side then?
Yes, he is.
Okay, Froderick, yeah, go ahead and keep Froderick, moving in that direction, and to the southmost, where the fire is.
Isn't it about time for you to turn that off?
It's just about. Almost. You gotta turn it off, man. Now you gotta do it. You gotta turn it off. Do it. Turn it off. Cut it out. Cut power now.
No, I did not. I did not mute myself.
Cut power.
Hey, can Lev grab the badger?
I'm not going to go around letting Lev grab Froderick's badger unless he wants him to. Lev, it is your turn if you want to grab Froderick's badger.
Go right ahead.
We have the badger's consent.
Yeah, look.
I have a strength of 4. Am I able to pick this badger up?
Telepathically tell Badger Bob to go ahead and let Lev grab him.
How do you have a strength of 4? Can you walk?
What is dump? What does dump stat mean to you?
Like Ashley's taking you to the gym when we get done with this mission.
Remember Pearl from like the vampire series with Wesley Snipes?
Look,
Yeah.
Sat in the bed and was really smart, but it was like just useless.
Look, my original strength was 8, and it was my dump stat as an old human wizard, and then I became a pixie who get a -4 strength as an ability adjustment.
What good are all those fireballs if you can't even lift up a burning badger? I mean, come on.
Hold your wand?
We're gonna debate the badger. We're debating the badger.
Victor,
Let's just play.
I didn't start the fire.
Victor, I'm looking at this badger and I'm sizing him up. Do I think I'd be able to pick him up?
Oh, actually, the physics are really not in your favor. The badger would definitely be able to hold on to you, and that's actually what would occur.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like that's gonna work.
Because Lev is a 2-foot tall pixie. The badger is roughly about like 2 feet long.
Yeah.
Could we please drop the blade barrier?
The badger doesn't need the blade barrier down. The badger is fine.
He's fine.
He'll be okay.
He's not burning. He's fine. Lev, what are you doing this round, Lev? What does Lev do?
How tall is this building?
In the area that you are in, right where you are, it is just a 1-story building, but the bell of the dome of the second, not a second story, but the dome of the building is right here and goes up to about 45, 50 feet.
Okay. Then that can be a good avenue of escape for Bob, because that is higher than the blade barrier. Lev is going to continue pretty much dead east and peer over the side of the building towards the area. Well, that's a bit close to that fire.
Okay. So, like that way? So
Yeah,
dead east.
yeah.
You did say dead east, so yeah. So from this angle, Lev can see the torso of someone lying in the doorway on fire. The building itself is on fire.
Oops.
It's a little orphan Annie.
That's tough.
And there are, at this point, people pouring out from the building next door behind it, trying to make sure that their building does not follow does not follow suit.
Somebody
As buildings are wont to do.
You That
Carlos is going to swing around to start
Don't
using
you?
the ring of water.
Yeah, who has the elemental ring?
I think
Carlos.
I do right at the
Carlos.
moment.
Yeah.
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 Swinging around that way, I'm going to start hosing down the building. Fire department's here.
Yeah, Lev is just going to hold his action right now.
Well, he has a less than a half of an action left, so you can do a quick action if you want to do any action at all. Bash, your turn. You pretty much have the door ready to give. If you want to give me a strength check, you can try to pry the door open.
Okay, I want to try to pry the door open, and this might take a little bit more. But I also want to try to make sure that I'm off at an angle, not standing directly in front of it when I do so. Or if
Yeah.
I do so.
Very wise.
Okay.
What was
Physics
the name of the
is
movie?
working in this game. And
What was the
Victor
name?
evidently knows basic firefighting stuff.
What was the name of the
I
movie?
would
with Kurt
absolutely
Russell?
say I do the same thing. Get the hell out of the way.
All right, Bash, give me a roll, please.
Lucky for me, I rolled a 20, and plus my 6 for strength, that's 26.
All right, you kind of give it a like a roundhouse kick to the door. And actually, you've got a +2 on your strength because LJ gave you the Crown of Might.
Yep.
Strength or something, yeah.
Also, it's a 28 then, so okay. Cool.
Lev
That's even
gave
better.
that to you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, you roundhouse kick the door right in the center, and boom, the door itself bursts open. Oh yeah, nice little doors. All right. Frida, what are you doing this round?
Can I see anything when he kicks in the door?
It is like dark inside, but there's like a backlit darkness. It's like if someone were holding up sheets, but behind in the back of the hallway, somebody had the bathroom light on. So there's light behind, but it's hard to tell what exactly is going on. You can
Holding my
see.
action. I can't see what's happening. I'm holding my action.
You cannot see.
If there's anything I can see, please tell me.
I will as soon as I can. I think we're going to do this. Yeah, that's about the area that you can clearly see from this angle. And you're holding action, Blodgett.
Get the door open?
There. Yes, he did.
Awesome.
You can see a little bit in there. Something still smells ungood, but you can't see quite yet what's inside.
I'm gonna hold my action until until the party either goes in or does something. I'm not gonna just charge in there.
Okay, and then
I don't want to
Garlis-
not be a wolf.
All right, I could
I don't
dig
want to
that.
be dead.
And then Garlis is running around the corner. Are you going to run at full speed or kind of guarded?
Gonna go full speed.
All right, you will make it right about here. Fall off the map and disappear.
I've done
Ah.
poisons poorly.
He falls into the pale yellow void.
Flat Earthers are right.
The void calls and I must answer. All right, you get to about, actually, I guess you probably wouldn't run up right up to the fire. You get to about right there. You can check, do you have a list of the ring's powers? Or do I need to look it up?
I was just given the ring. I don't know what it does actually.
All right. Does anybody have that list available? Because if not, I can look it up for you.
Give me just 1 second. Yeah, I've got it right here. The ring of water control is at the bottom of the list.
All right, so next round you'll be able to do what you want on that list.
Happy little tree.
Unlimited use. That's pretty cool. Get as much fucking water as you want to.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have just flooded the entire building and drowned everyone.
No,
And
no,
then-
you don't get to go back on your decisions now. Decisions
And then
were made.
locusts.
Victor, how heavy does that dryad look? Can I get him up to the chimney?
You know what we should have done was when we had to go in and clear out that cavern in the bottom of the forest that was like in the pit. We should have just flooded the whole freaking thing.
Dude,
Blas, what are you doing this round?
I'm making my way to the corner of the building so I can see both south and west. For lack of a better term.
Half a move and you're there.
And keeping the blade barrier intact until someone tells me to do
And
it.
LJ, what is LJ doing?
Any update on my sides of the building? Any activity?
Besides the dead person, no.
The dead person?
What part of you can see a torso did you miss?
I didn't. I missed the part where LJ can see through
LJ.
walls.
Okay, I thought you said Lev. Lev, nothing's happening on LJ, nothing's happening on his side of the building.
Hold action.
All right. Action is being held by LJ. My bad. Give me enough time and I will confuse everyone. Frederick, what cleric spell do you cast? All right. So
LJ can
is,
see through walls. That'd be pretty cool.
right. LJ is holding action currently.
Actually, can I have him get a little closer to the front door there to try and look into the window?
Yeah.
What's going on?
And Carrick going. I just want to conclude on Carrick when you get a chance.
Sure. LJ can see movement inside. It's hard to make out because someone did take down the blinders earlier. It's hard to make out exactly what's going on inside because of the blade barrier, which provides 75% obscuring concealment. But you definitely can see that there's some movement inside. And Keurig, this round actually, basically someone throws the door open.
And I just screaming, is anybody hurt? You should leave.
All right. It is a very wide-eyed dock worker who just looks at you, shouts, "Come on," and then runs back into the building. He does not stop to wait to see if you are following, and he does not respond to you shouting, "Is anyone hurt? You should leave."
Oh, wait, he says, "Come on," meaning he's waving me inside?
Yes, he waves you inside and runs at full speed back into the building.
Okay, Carrick runs to the door.
Oh my god.
Not inside, just to the door to look.
He's already at the door. He backed up from the door. That's right. Okay, looking inside, he can see the front half of the warehouse space, and he can see several men running back and forth inside the warehouse. Looks to be about 6 people, not all humans, but yeah, 6 people running back and forth inside the warehouse, shouting various things to each other.
All right.
That's everyone's turn this round. Hold on, let me do the monster. Say again. Go ahead.
Do I see the blade barrier?
What?
Do I see the blade barrier that had intruded?
Can he see it from where he's at? No.
Okay.
Basically, there are dividers in the house, in the warehouse. He can't see past the main area, but he can see straight down, like the hallway, basically. And that's where he sees the guys running about, 50 feet from where he is, roughly about this, area.
Can I have LJ use what's left of his action to go and back Carrick up?
Yeah, when he sees Carrick running to the door, yeah, he can go back up Carrick.
Okay.
All right. You guys don't make my job easy. I just want you to point this out because I'm currently having to manage a fire, building damage, 2 different groups of people inside the building you're in, you're surrounding, and then a group of people outside the building, and figuring out what all of them are doing each round. My job is not easy, and I love you guys because you're fucking hilarious, but you're also insane.
We know that you can anticipate every one of our actions.
Right.
We're so predictable.
I am the RP.
We know that you're actually the master of multitasking.
Yeah, you're the dungeon master.
Right. And I put baits all around the dungeon, so I'm the dungeon master baiter.
Oh!
Somebody's got to. All right.
Saw that one coming.
Otherwise, what would you guys go and attack? You wouldn't find anything. You'd be like, what is there to do in here? I'm like, sorry, I didn't put any baits there. Give me a second. All right.
God.
All right.
I thought last week was the season finale. I actually think this week is the season finale.
I'm going to go with that. Oh, my God. Okay, so yeah, this was supposed to be like a horror setting. Definitely not that.
I'm not sure what we have now.
Like,
I had to change
No.
my background
Fuck
to get
your-
the appropriate mood going.
Right?
You're scary bullshit. We're gonna burn it down.
This is a horror setting, Victor. Just not what you anticipated.
No. It's my horror, not yours. It's the problem.
John, your fucking background.
Your hours
Victor,
of preparation
you-
on the
you can't
interior.
You can't tell me that every Tuesday night you don't look at a structure in your game and be like, I wonder what they're going to try to burn down or totally destroy tonight. You can't tell me that you don't plan for these
burning
eventualities.
the building down was one of the first.
It
things
has
we did.
turned into a question. I guarantee you. It didn't start that way, but it definitely has turned into a question. All right. Top of the round, Froderick, your go.
Okay, so what do I see anything coming out of the?
Okay, so where you're at currently, it's hard to see past the blade barrier. You do see, no, you don't see any movement over here. You can kind of make out the smoldering corpse over here. The building is currently on fire. That's basically what you've got. Egress
Okay.
into the building is pretty good. Just mind the fire. What is Badger doing, Bob? Badger the Bob. What is Badger the Bob doing?
Okay, so where's the chimney?
Right next to Bob.
Okay, so is the fire caught up to the chimney yet?
No, not at all.
No, I just
Can you
staying,
tell if he's serious
seriously,
or
just staying in
sarcastic?
that circle right now.
What?
Okay, I asked you a question. Is the fire approaching the fireplace yet?
No.
Okay, so he's safe there for now.
Yes, he's safe there for now.
Okay, he'll just hold his action for the moment. Is the smoke? Is there an appreciable amount of smoke getting to him?
Getting to him, a little bit. The wind is blowing northways, so it's now just a thick, black, roiling smoke wafting up into the night.
Hey, Broderick, it's just a thought, but can he run down along the roof of the stable and jump down to one of us?
Which would work if there wasn't a blade barrier.
Actually, he would be running above the blade barrier if he were running over the roof. You can get
That's
back
what I
and
was
forth
thinking. Yeah.
along the roof right here.
Go ahead and do that.
Yeah, that.
We don't need any more dead pets.
Okay, now can Froderick? So where Garlos is, Let me move a little past where Garlos is, or kind of next to him, just to the south.
Frederick is going to move to where Garlos is, or past where Garlos is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And at this point, I got my bow. And
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god. All right, and Lev's turn.
Any more activity out of the kitchen?
No, not currently.
How's the screaming situation?
Yeah, he's still screaming. You can definitely still hear a person screaming.
Okay. I'm gonna have him fly over to the chimney, and I'd like to do a listen check.
Okay. Rock on.
Let's see here. 25.
All right. You hear random shouting, lots of shouting going on still. Screams, cries of agony. Yeah. And the smoke coming out of the chimney is now just thick, black,
Ooh,
oily, noxious smoke.
it's bad.
Yeah, a much higher fortitude save for anyone jumping into that shit.
Yeah.
The ones down inside the kitchen are pretty bad themselves, but it's all relative.
Yeah, the kitchen is in a pretty bad way. Let me see if there's a
Okay, that's
spell.
gonna be this round.
I mean, I could just do another fireball, toss it down there, but no, not right now. Okay, I'm just gonna hold my action right now.
All right. Lev, Garlos, and Frederick, give me a fortitude save, please.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
I got a 18 with the +2 bonus.
Shit. Nice.
Do we get blowed up?
An indication there was going to be at some point.
I started off with an -20.
Oh, nice. Wow.
Damn.
Pretty damn good. Yeah, basically, Lev has, and Joel, can you give me a Frederick? I'm pretty sure he'll make it, but
A Frodrick save.
a Frederick save when he gets back. Yeah, basically, for the next 3 rounds, Lev will have a -2 to any attacks because he's basically wiping greasy smoke out of his eyes.
Oh.
All right. Fortitude save, please, Joel. And that is Lev. And Bash, your turn.
What can I
24.
see down the hallway? Or down the stable, I'm sorry.
Do you have dark vision?
Dark vision? Yes, I do.
Okay. You can see. It is unnaturally dark, but you can see about 20 feet in. There appears to be. From your angle, this is what you can see. There appear to be little stably places. It does not smell of horse, which is comforting, I guess, if you are worried about horses.
You're down there.
I'm going to let my snake just slither along the ground because he should be low enough to the ground and just get a sense for what he lets me know. Like, not, I don't want him to go any further than that 20 feet in, though. Like, I don't want him to go super far in.
Okay. What kind of senses does your snake have?
I mean, he's a snake, so I imagine
Yeah.
he'd have a pretty good sense of smell.
And probably he can see. His reptilian eyes. I don't know what his sense of taste is. He has great
well, they taste the
proprioception,
air, so
like sense on his skin.
They taste the air, but that's part of their like olfactory system.
Right. He's basically he smells death. I mean, it does not smell like a good smell. He's not happy, but he's like, he'll you said 20 feet, so he'll keep going. It just smells pretty nasty and horrible in here.
He can come back.
Say again?
He can come back whenever he can. It's fine. I'm not gonna send him any farther in.
All right. And Frida and Blodgett, you're holding action waiting for Bash, or are you going to do something else?
I'm gonna wait for Bash.
I'm waiting for Bash. I'm
Um,
going and charge in there.
okay. Garlos, what are you up to? You can now use the ring.
Okay, I'm going to move behind at the end and start hosing down the building behind it. The other people are trying to work to save.
Okay.
So it doesn't catch fire because it seems to be close.
Okay. And then Blas and LJ.
So Blas is going to walk up to the door, towards the door, not at it, but probably 5 feet, 10 feet away, and cast a detect undead into the area.
Okay. You definitely detect undead. Within 60 feet. Definitely this round, you definitely have a ping. Pretty good one. Pretty good one. Pretty powerful ping.
Do I see anything with my robe?
No. You do not see anything with your robe. LJ, your move?
I'm waiting for the situation with Carrick to develop.
All right. Carrick is basically
going
standing
into
at the
the,
door, watching guys run back and forth inside the building. Is he going to do anything else?
The guy who called him in, where did he go?
He's not sure which one he is, but he's probably maybe one of the 6 guys running around.
Towards the back of the warehouse?
Yeah.
I'm basically I'm just trying to make sure no one's hurt from the blade barrier. I'm going towards where the blade barrier is.
Okay, so you're going into the warehouse near where the blade barrier is.
LJ's going with him.
Okay. All right. I imagine there's a level of caution in your movement, so I'm not having you run into the house.
I'd like to charge into the blade barrier at full speed, Victor.
All right.
I freaking love it.
Okay. This round, so
Carefully arrange the soundtrack to go along with this, and I think it's comedic enough.
right.
Yeah, this is really good.
We need to have yakety sax playing in the background.
Probably wouldn't be a bad idea.
I wasn't so busy hosing down the other building, I think I'd be playing that on my lyre.
That's what we have Astrid for.
I'm sure Astrid is just ever so impressed with us right now.
I think steering Slackshot in horror is a good approximation.
You notice she's running down lyrics as you guys are moving around. Probably her next hit.
Pretty much, that's her move.
Fools in a house on fire.
I'm pretty impressed with us right now. Like we seem to have like actually taken advantage of like our advantage.
Yeah.
I mean, our disadvantage, I think.
We've taken advantage of the fact that our stupidity is actually working.
Usually we get a great plan and it only lasts like 5 seconds, and then we start turning our plan around and then we all die.
Yes, we're having the Special Olympics version of D&D. Yay, fetal alcohol syndrome works for us.
Oh God. Oh God! All right.
My Lord Jesus. All right, so Froderick, your go at the beginning of the round.
I see anything else? Anything moving out of the house? In?
I mean, it is fairly difficult to see into the house, but you don't see anything else moving out of the house. You do at this point hear the sounds of water inside the house.
Good.
I do make it known to everybody when I detect undead that there's undead.
Okay. Lev, so Frederick, you're still looking at the house?
I'm looking and listening for a moment.
Okay.
Not necessarily. I got something else I'm going to do, and I'll do
All
it
right.
now.
So you didn't say anything else. So okay, cool. So Lev, your turn. What are you doing?
It's in the chat.
Okay.
Lev is going to. Do you guys need me at the stables over there?
It wouldn't be a bad idea to maybe when my snake gets out of there, send a fireball down that way. There seems to be a lot of undead here.
Okay, I'll start heading towards the stables.
He loves those fireballs.
He really does. It's a dryad thing. You know how it is.
Apparently.
Bash, speaking of, your turn.
I want to have my snake come back to me, and then hold my action.
Pick a number between 1 and 6, Bash.
4.
Okay. Your snake comes back into your trousers. Frida and Blodgett, you guys are still waiting for Bash. He's regained his snake.
Any comments?
Carlos. What spell you're using?
I'm using the ring.
Yeah, but what? Okay,
Oh, sorry.
Brandon sent you a thing for the ring. I need to know what you are actually doing with the ring that he sent you the information for. Okay, thank you. And then Blas, what are you doing? Blas.
All right. What? For me?
Yes.
Sorry. I have a
What are
plan.
you doing?
I was just getting cough dropped, dude. Blas is concentrating for the second round, which means he can feel the number of undead auras in the area and the strength of the strongest undead aura present.
Okay. There is one undead aura, and it is very strong.
Very strong.
That's pretty strong.
Like, stronger than
Where's it coming from?
if I
Okay,
were
make
good and
one
it
device
was
in
twice
between
my
the two
hit dice,
buildings.
I would be stunned. But I'm not
Thank you.
good. I'm just neutral.
Say again your last over?
I said, if he were twice my hit dice, then I would be stunned if I were good. I'm not, I'm neutral, but I imagine I would feel that. Anyway, that's all.
Not that level. Not twice your hit dice level. Just pretty powerful.
All right. And how far away? Can I determine how far away he is? They are? It is? I don't mean to ascribe it gender.
Is that what you get on the first round? I thought that's what you got on the third round.
Oh, let me check. Sorry.
Please don't misgender Victor's
Oh,
undead
you're right.
creatures.
I have to wait around. You're right.
All right.
I'm gonna just hang here and continue concentrating on the spell.
And LJ. and Keurig, you're going in, you go to the area of the blade barrier. There are a bunch of guys scurrying to finish moving several large crates. The blade barrier itself has chewed through a good chunk of their building, and destroyed several crates along the wall. There is a pool of liquid on the floor. It's hard to see what exactly it is in the dark, but the men appear to be trying to avoid it. And there's a sizable amount of just chaos as the guys are pushing, trying to make sure that they've got everything, freaking out about the things that they haven't gotten, and trying to make sure that they're each safe, and trying to avoid the blade barrier and the pool of liquid on the floor.
Is anybody hurt?
No one indicates that they're hurt. When they see you, they shout for you to grab a crate and help.
Fucking Christ.
I want you to imagine that you're a dock worker and someone comes in while you are running around moving crates in front of a whirling thing of blades and says, "Are you hurt?" And tell me what your response would be.
No, it depends. Am I hurt?
No, but if there's nobody hurt,
So LJ, you're giving him backup.
if there's nobody hurt, we're heading back out to go back out.
We've got undead to deal with.
Right.
I mean, yeah, just do what you want to do. You guys wanted to go in and see what was happening. Now you've seen what was happening. You wanted to know why they were asking for your help. Now you know why they're asking for your help. Well, you don't, but you see that they were asking for your help. All right.
Is there a crate nearby, LJ?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a warehouse.
Okay.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I'd like to pull a crowbar out of the cloak of commonality and crack the lid open. What's in here?
Oh, sure. Do you have dark vision?
Yeah. Actually, wait. Let me double check that.
Yeah, because you're a boar. I don't remember boars having dark vision.
No, LJ doesn't have dark vision.
He does have scent, though, right?
He's a boar. He would have scent.
He would
I
have scent.
imagine he would.
Yeah, give me a scent roll, please. Basically, it's a listen roll with your nose.
Okay. Perfectly on the edge. 23.
All right. The noxious fumes of something that smells like vinegar emanate from the crate when he opens it up.
Oh, that's an explosive, isn't it?
I'm personally not really sure. This should be fine.
Fuck me to tears.
Oh my fucking god.
LJ's gonna look at Carrick and go, "We need to start moving these crates."
You should move them over here to this place so we can use them to finish this.
Yeah.
Yeah, drop them down the chimney. That'll fix things.
No, not listening
I'll
to
be fine.
anything you say ever again.
I'll be fine.
I don't understand. This is actually working really well.
So good. It's so
You have a
good.
great assumption that it is
You guys are killing it. You guys are killing it.
killing something.
You definitely.
How many
Something
of
is
us-
definitely dying in this instance. All right, so those guys are doing that. Hold on, so that. It's got the wall of ice between the two buildings. Screams, you got that. Left over there, so that. You got those over here. Oh yeah, no, yeah. Zag, roll damage for the blade barrier, please.
Uh-oh. Okay, hold on.
And what's the reflex save for it?
100.
So reflex half or reflex negates. Hold on.
What is the number?
Oh, I should know that. Hold on.
10 plus your wisdom modifier plus the spell level.
Right. So 10 plus 4 plus I think spell level is 6.
That
So
sounds right.
that's
Okay, roll damage, please.
1d6 points of damage per caster level. Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, LJ does have low light vision. I checked the page for the boar.
Oh, okay, cool. Basically, it's the thing that he opened up was several casks of vinegar.
37. Rick?
All right. Astrid reports the body of a human in robes just exited the building to their death.
Where?
In front of Astrid.
Where is she?
Look at the map. It's the A with the circle around it. It's Captain fucking America. All right. Froderick, your turn.
Nice.
I put a little person right there. See the little person? Little person right there? Little person? See the little person right there? They're dead. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Froderick.
For rival faction, it's okay.
Right. Froderick, your turn. They call him Frodwick. Frodwick whispers like lightning. I didn't mute you. You're not muted. I don't know why I can't hear you.
Muted myself because I was placing a pizza order. So
Okay. And then Bash, you're up next after Lev. So Froderick, Lev, and Bash. Froderick, what are you doing?
trying to keep from laughing.
I'm not succeeding on that.
Yeah. Okay. So what has changed in the last 6 seconds?
More things are on fire.
In terms of what I can see, what my character.
In terms of, no, I got you. In terms of what you can see, the amount of the amount of roiling black smoke has decreased very slightly. And no. Specifically, it's not coming out of the chimney right now, but it is still coming out of the main area here. No one has come. You don't see any movement outside of the fire in that area. That whole room is definitely still burning. Nobody's come and messed with the body. Garlos did throw up a wall of ice between the two buildings, so there's no more of a worry about the buildings behind the inn catching on fire. That's what's happened in the last 6 seconds.
Okay. So next question. Now, looking to the south of the building. Well, thank you. There's a wall of ice and then right where
where the map ends, there's another building.
And then there's another building right there. So there's no way for me to get to the other side easily.
You could go beyond the wall of ice because Garlos didn't make it. It's not a gigantic, world-ending wall of ice. You could go between the wall of ice and the other building and then scooch your way along right there.
That's what I will do, and I'm looking for tracks or anybody fleeing from the building.
Okay. Lev.
Lev is going to move to the basically the barn door.
All right. Pixie flies down next to you, Bash. You can't see him, but you can hear his little wings.
Hey, what's up?
Equip it.
What's up?
He smells like greasy, oily smoke. It smells kind of disgusting.
I want to say
can
there's big undead in there
big undead in there. All right. Can we tell which side?
somewhere. I don't know which side.
Give me a round. Wait till it's
Okay.
my turn.
I'll hold my action for Blouse to get a pin on it.
All right. Bash, are you holding your action as well?
I will also hold my action. Yes.
Since literally the next all four of you are holding your actions, waiting on him, Blas.
Oh, awesome. So I walk up towards the door,
Mm-hmm.
not into it, and concentrate on my third round. So I can ascertain the location and the aura of the undead in the room. At 11 HD or higher, It's overwhelming.
Roger that.
And it's line of sight. So with the robe, I'm pretty good.
All right. When you detect undead at a certain point, undead detects you.
Yeah, I know.
And that's why the Wraith charges and attacks.
Ooh.
And I've got all these
Hey.
people who held their action.
Yes,
Using
you
the
do.
held action.
Yes, they did.
So maybe they can get an attack of opportunity.
Victor,
Yes.
could I cast Missile Storm at the Wraith?
No.
What?
But Bash can do a attack since he was holding his action for the Wraith, as the Wraith comes up and attacks the Cleric. Zag, what is your touch armor class
Hold
for
on.
Blaz?
Yep.
Basically, 10 plus dexterity is usually what it is, unless you have.
Hold on. I've got so no magic items, no nothing, right?
What helps your touch armor class? Anything that gives you a deflection bonus.
I've held
So-
my action. Can I cast my spell?
Hold on. Well, it would be 11 plus a deflection, 12. The robe gives me +2. Does that help?
Yeah.
Your Ring of Protections
My Ring of
also
Protection.
give deflection armor class.
15. So I'm 15.
All right. Bash, you are standing right there when the creature attacks. You may take. You may make your attack as well.
37 to hit.
Okay. Roll them damage.
Who's on deck, Victor? I need to discern if I've got time for a bio break.
So Lev has basically half of a move, but people who have been holding their actions are going first, so you've got time. It's going to
Okay.
be a minute.
All right. If I
26
can't
for
cast
damage.
a spell, just move me direct east.
Can you put it in
10 feet.
chat, Ben? And Frida and Blodgett, what are you guys doing?
Frida is casting Anger of the Noonday Sun and yells to the party, avert your eyes.
Yes. Yes.
Features of the Lost Ark.
What
Why are you saying yes?
are you
yes?
so happy about?
You'll see. You'll see.
Budget puts his paws up on his face.
I'm going to regret this.
We all regret playing this game at one time or another.
I'm sorry,
Me
what?
too.
Hey, it's a great idea. I mean, honestly, it's a really good idea. So, whatever Victor's got in store for you, kudos.
Basically, yeah. Roll damage, please. Frida, go ahead and roll damage for the spell.
Hang on, I gotta look that up. I don't remember what the damage was. There we go. Why doesn't it tell me? Oh, okay. Undead creature caught in the spell takes 1d6 points of damage per 2 caster levels.
2d4.
I have 12, so that's 6. All right.
Blaz, you take 3 points of damage from the white's touch. and 1 point of Constitution drain.
I'm sorry, say that again, please.
It's a wraith. 3 points of damage from the wraith's touch, and 1 point of Constitution drain.
Got it. Thank you. Is that all you've got? Is that all you've got?
No.
Okay, got it. 30 points of damage.
Okay.
All right, so my
Hold on.
Constitution actually goes down.
Yes.
So does that temporarily take all my hit points down by that?
If your Constitution went down enough to put you into a lower level, then yes.
Let me check. Thank you. I want to be honest about this.
Gotta double check. Plus 2 charge. All right. That wraith is toast. Being undead and affected by light, it automatically fails its save. And with the damage that Bash did, it is completely trashed. And Blaz is blinded. What's the caster level?
I told him to avert his eyes.
He has a robe of what,
Robe of
Blaz?
eyes.
What's that robe called?
Oh, robe of eyes.
Robe of eyes. And one of the side effects of a robe of eyes is that any light damaging spell, you automatically fail your save.
Yes.
Because one of the eyes is absolutely looking right at it at any time.
True. It's true. But you didn't know that, so
I
it's
am
all right.
so sorry.
I know. I understand. It's all good.
I know. This is the first time I've remembered it and had it happen at the same time.
I knew that's what you remembered.
Right. So I was like, haha, it has occurred and I remembered.
Fuck you, Zag.
Because you have cast daylight many, many, many times.
I've only cast it twice.
No. Zag has cast, Blaz and Keurig have cast daylight many, many, many times.
Oh.
And they should always have been affected by their own spells, or he should always have been affected by it, because he himself is able to close his eyes and not be affected by the daylight. The robe is just like, oh, what's that?
So what would that damage mean?
Basically, you're blinded for...
Blinded by the light. I knew that you were going to write
12
that. I knew it.
Or 12
I knew
minutes,
it.
sorry. You're blinded for 12 minutes.
I'm blinded for 12 minutes.
Yes.
The robe.
Yeah.
Wow.
You were staring right into an angry noonday sun.
No, I get it. 100%. Someone drag my ass out of here, please.
Okay, next action, dragging the
But the
cleric out
wrath
of the
is
back.
toast.
And save the wraith's body. Don't let it disintegrate, because we need to prove what we've done here.
I thought he said it disintegrated.
Well, it's a wraith. They're not corporeal.
Meaning it just disappeared.
Yeah, it's not a physical. It doesn't have any physical. It's like, I don't know. Yeah, it's not corporeal. It's not like a corporeal creature.
Did anybody else see this? Were there any passerbys that saw?
No one is getting anywhere near the gaggle of player characters going into the room. They're just like, at best, standing back like the bard is telling them to.
Doesn't matter.
Look,
They're
look,
running
we have a
away.
lot of goodwill with
Bob
the
is out
city.
of
We'll be
commission.
fine.
Someone drag him out, and Carrick's gonna come and take his place as the replacement undead killer.
Bash is gonna put the hand of Bloods on the wall of the burning building and just be like, "Go north, follow this wall until there's no more."
Oh my god, y'all.
I feel the humanity, the compassion.
Oh my god.
Victor, how heavy does this
Never
I'm just
in
kidding.
my
look like? I
life.
can pick him
Just
up.
kidding.
Oh my god.
I will grab the cleric's
Okay,
hand
thank you,
and lead him
Blodgett.
away.
Don't pick me up. Just have Blodgett lead me the fuck out of here, would you please?
This goes beyond self-love.
All right. Okay. Oh my god.
Needs a
the surface.
Can you breathe? We killed the game master through its.
But that's the only
Carlos
undead
takes pride in being chaotic neutral, and he finds himself outdone on so many occasions.
Victor, that's the only undead that I detected, right? Within that area.
Yes, within 60 feet, that's it.
Okay. So there might be more. That's why Carrot's coming around to take my place.
All right.
It's okay, the fire will take care of it.
The fire
I was
will
gonna say,
clean up what the clerics don't catch.
We
Fire
can wait the
cleanses,
12
mate.
minutes for you to get your eyesight back. It's okay. Like we don't have any reason that we have to go into the burning building now.
Well, the blade barrier, I don't know how long has passed. That blade barrier only lasts for 11 minutes. So I'm not sure how much longer it has to go.
It's a race
Okay.
against time.
Like we
What's
weren't already racing against time.
Well, I mean, the ideal situation is by the time the blade barrier comes down, everything is so much on fire that we don't really have to worry about it too much.
Okay, so who had the ring of water?
I've got it.
Yeah. Maybe it'd be a good idea to start, I don't know, dousing this freaking building so other things don't catch on freaking fire. Because
I was
pretty much
gonna work-
anything in
Yeah,
there
I was-
is going to be dead.
Yeah, I was going to work on hosing down the warehouse next to it because that's the next closest building.
Yeah.
That sounds brilliant.
Yeah. It's like this thing's already total loss, so trying to save it would be pointless.
It's your turn now, Joe.
Okay. Yeah, moving to the west. I'm going to start using crate water to start soaking the warehouse so it doesn't catch.
Following Frederick.
Yeah. Might even push past him if he's going fast enough for me.
Oh, he's definitely going fast.
Okay. Rocking along that way then.
Blocks. One's about a line here.
I'm just
Who's
thinking.
giggling?
I am. I just think about that. Like,
I am sorry, dude.
it's all good. I'm just think it's funny.
You did say smile, say cheese.
And Blodgett, last turn you
What? I heard you say Blodgett, but I didn't hear anything else.
Did you mute yourself?
You had to move after Bash and Blaz, but all you said earlier was that you jumped back. Did you do anything besides that? Like you're currently
No,
right
'cause I
here.
was just trying to get away from the wraith.
Okay. The Wraith was killed by the
Right.
Any blasts of sun?
daylight spell. Are you going to stay back there or go forward?
I'll go back with the party.
Okay. Wanted to check in on that before we got too far along. Frederick is racing over. So you get about to here, and you're at the edge of the warehouse. The warehouse is a larger, squat building. Stupid buildings.
You hurt the building's feelings.
Damn straight I did. But I didn't put it on fire.
This is true.
So this is the warehouse in front of you. Joel, what are you doing? Basically, you get up to the warehouse. You can see the area where the blade barrier has chewed through the side of the building. You can smell a host of fumes and stuff coming out of it. What do you do?
Okay. So I don't see anything alive, dead, any tracks.
You did not see any tracks on the ground when you were coming up this way, no. Looking through the blade barrier inside to the building itself, to the end. Looking through to the end, you can see the black smoke coming out over here.
But it's going to the north.
I guess from that angle, you'd be able to spy. See if I can
I spy with my
do
little.
this. Right. There it is. There's a door right there. I'm going to take this and put it over here. And you're now at an angle where you can see when you come around the corner. You'd see it about right here, I guess. You can see through the blade barrier, you can see someone standing, looking around at what's going on. When they see you, they step back inside.
Oh,
It's hard to make each other out, but they can definitely see you are a creature, and you can see that they're a creature. You have your bow out if you wish to shoot at the creature on the other side.
Creature, but I can't make out what it is.
No.
Okay.
They're wearing a robe, so obviously they're evil.
Shoot it. Shoot it.
Shoot it. Shoot it.
Robes equals evil. And we must kill evil because we fear it.
Don't magic users wear robes?
They do.
you know,
Well, the evil
I
ones.
really feel like we've topped out on our bad decisions for
Human or
today.
We have not made one bad decision tonight. Not one yet. Not one
Caroline,
bad
it
thing
is very
happened.
kind of you to imagine that there's a limit.
There's not one bad thing has happened yet.
You keep telling yourself that.
Well, we
Look.
don't know the consequences of the
All
bad.
right, so Frederick is over there.
We're not about consequences, we're about results.
Frederick jumps through the barrier.
Say again, Les.
What?
I said I jumped through the barrier to make.
Give me a reflex save, please.
That's right.
Blas, go ahead and roll damage.
I mean, he does have evasion.
Dude,
I have evasion.
what the hell?
If anybody can do it, it's him.
34 reflex.
All right.
Should have made it.
That was a choice.
That does make the roll. I'm going to double check the rules on evasion.
So I rolled 41.
What?
I rolled 41.
41. Okay, cool.
Gyaralos, absolutely. Abso-fraggin-lutely.
I'm blinded, and then you run through my blade barrier? Dude, this is not my best day.
He's fine.
I'm fine. It's the rest of the city I'm worried about.
I mean, that is a fair concern. We can't let these guys escape.
Funny how that's where you went. I don't think anybody else went the same place you went.
And they definitely visited. All right. No, as far as it says, you take no damage.
Wow.
Oh, Frederick is a
Damn.
badass.
Whoa.
I know what I'm
And
Ninja.
between the blades?
Yeah.
He ninja'd his way through
Ninja
it.
status. Ninja status.
All right. Lev, what are you doing?
I'm gonna fly directly up about 30 feet and
Okay.
try and get an idea of how the burning is coming along.
Oh, cool. All right.
Probably needs more fireballs added.
Bash, what are you doing?
I guess I'm holding my action.
All right. Frida?
What can I see? Can I see anything?
You can see a hallway. You know, poke your head around here. You can see that there's a hall. Blas is no longer standing in the doorway. You can see the hallway goes down here this ways. It's now a little easier to see a little further down. You can see a good 60 feet total from where you're standing. The hallway goes about 10 feet wide Goes on down a ways. There's little entryways on either side, but it's not easy to see what's going on in them from where you're at.
Okay, I have cast stone skin.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to do that, and I'm going to go inside.
Okay.
My poor character just can't handle it anymore.
But Bash watches in awe.
That this musty room was once a stable is obvious, but the place doesn't smell of horses. Several pens line the walls on either side. Each, yeah, from here you can see inside, I guess. And Bob is on the edge of the roof. You can see that there are cots inside the stable pens. All right. Blodgett, your turn.
Blodgett is gonna go invisible and follow Frida in there, but I'm gonna flank her on the left side.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
And Carlos, you're going over to the warehouse.
I've got to soak it. I'm playing firefighter here.
All right. What are you using to soak it?
The ring.
What?
Water.
Create water. All right. Thank you.
If things get bad, I can use ice storm.
Okay.
Shut that shit right.
Double check. Oh. Keurig and LJ left. Is that correct? Are they still? Did you stay to move boxes? Because Keurig was running back outside when he heard the screams of Blas.
Yeah, if I can determine that, like, these boxes are not filled with, like, chemical explosives, then, yeah, I'm gonna leave.
You do not determine that.
Oh,
Mystery.
but I mean, I thought it was just vinegar.
Well, the box that was in front of you was just vinegar. Yes, this is true. Were you opening up more boxes? Because you said you were going to help move crates.
Okay. How many crates are in this room?
In the room that you were in there, it's about 7. Yeah, there are 7 in the room in the section of the warehouse that you're in. The guys who are managing crates, you hear a loud crash as somebody drops a crate back there, and there is much cussing and shouting.
Okay. How big is the doorway into this room?
Just about into this area, it's about a 5-foot wide doorway.
Okay. I guess I'd like to start taking crates and, like, sliding them, just, like, pushing them through the door for everybody else to handle and get them out of the immediate, like, this side of the building that's near the tavern that's on fire.
Okay.
And with my, like, 30 strength or whatever it is right now with my buffs, I think I can handle a task of that measure.
Yes. This round, the guys quickly realize that you are the beefcake, and they rally around you, basically helping move crates that are too heavy for them individually to lift. Basically, you move a crate, and they are grabbing it and moving it forward.
I'm gonna, when I come, like, face to face with one of these guys as we're like doing our thing, I'm gonna ask, is this stuff explosive?
Okay. He looks at you kind of bewildered and shouts, "No, it's magical."
Oh, jeez. Okay. only when it blows up.
It's only explosive when it blows up. That is a true statement. That is a true statement. All right. Garlus putting out the fire. That was LJ Blas, and Keurig is running across at top speed to his friend and mentor Blas to find out what's going on and take his place if need be. I
do have a question about Lev.
Answer, I guess? Sure.
I only took a half move, so
Yes.
while
What did you want to do with the other half of the move?
I wanted to make a spot check to see if I can see anything happening on the southeastern side of the building there.
Sure, go ahead and give me an amazing spot check. As a matter of fact, I need to make a spot check. All right, I did not make my spot check.
23.
All right. It's definitely going to be more than 5 rounds for the local authorities, but people are definitely shouting for the authorities, and there has been much running to go get the authorities, who are currently busy on the other side of town with a warehouse incident that occurred, and a random farmhouse with a bunch of dead bodies. So their curiosity is at the moment unpeaked. Yeah.
Target.
You're job creators. That's what you are. You're job creators.
We're creating something.
We just want to make sure that we leave a trail of destruction in our wake so that everybody else is busy.
Wait, didn't we tell them what happened in the farmhouse? Like, didn't we have a conversation with them about that?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Okay.
They have to deal with it now.
You have to write of reports.
They have to go get bodies. Is what they're doing right now. Clean up the dead people. What happened? A bunch of dead people. Oh, the party was here. Yeah.
See, if we would have burned it down, they wouldn't have had to worry about that.
That's right.
Okay. No.
Right.
Okay, well, we're correcting that mistake this time. We're burning it down now.
Yeah,
Look,
we're
we're
doing
following your advice. Your plan has been accepted. We had a quorum. There was a vote, a consensus, and now the burning down is occurring.
How's that building across
We'll
the
be getting a
street
bonus
looking,
in
Victor?
your next paycheck for your excellent idea. Thank you.
Okay.
How's that building across the street looking?
Across the street, fine.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
there are people definitely at least 30 people currently bystanders looking around, staring at you, staring at the building, staring at the blade barrier, staring at the fire, talking to themselves. None of them have approached, and none of them are trying to mess with stuff like the dead body that jumped out into the roadway.
Can I have Lev become visible and address the crowd?
Well, that's a brilliant idea.
After Frodrick's turn. Frodrick, you're up, Asia.
Okay. Move to the door. Arrow knock. And at the corner, pivot. Oh, what do I see?
I believe you ran through my blade barrier. It's crazy.
Corner pivot, you look in, you see, do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. You can see up to about here. Definitely, that is exactly what happened. It wasn't a dude, it was a lady. But a dude looked like a lady. You see about a 15-foot deep room, a good 30 feet wide. Door to the right looks like a bar along that end at the 15-foot mark. Everything beyond the bar is heavy black smoke. The black smoke is it's moving. It's pretty heavy, but it's also I don't know. It's moving across the room, so it's off the floor. And as a matter of fact, now that I think about it, it's because the ceiling gets higher as it goes in. So you've got it wouldn't be affected anymore by that because there's a density level. But anyway, that's what's going on. No targets that you can see. You do hear a lot of movement. You hear people running around every direction inside there. You can fire at something or drink a potion. What do you do?
What I'm going to do is step just back out of the doorway and shout inside and say, everyone in there, if you want to live, come out here slowly now.
Oh my God.
All right, I'll be sure to give them a listen check to see if they can hear you over the shouts and screams. Lev, now you can make a move. You asked if you could do something. Now is the time.
Yeah, I want to become visible and try and
Address the crowd, right?
Yeah, try and make sure everybody stays calm. I'm going to explain a little bit of the situation. I'll say we found undead and a bunch of evil cultists in here. We just killed a wraith. We have everything under control. Stay back and listen to Astrid, and I'll point over at her.
We'll explain our actions and our rationale completely to you while laughing maniacally.
No, Lev's not laughing. Make a fortitude save to make sure. No, he's laughing a little bit.
All right. Some of the people actually recognize you, and others are screaming in surprise and fear, shouting that the Fae are here burning down buildings. It's your turn.
I'm going to shout to the cleric that we are going inside the building, at least for the moment, and that when he can see again, he can, if he wants, follow us in. And then I will try to catch up with the rest of the party.
Well,
Actually, I will try to move as far down that hallway or that stable way as I can.
Okay, so that's 10, 20, 30 feet. I imagine you're not running without any regard to what's in front of you, so let me double check this. Yeah.
He actually runs right into the blade barrier full speed.
Right.
right?
This would be our life, wouldn't it?
I'm like, Further can do it. I can do it. And I run through it. No.
Oh!
You have Ben. Do you have dark vision?
I do.
Low light vision. You do.
Yes.
Okay. You can see movement beyond the blade barrier.
Okay. Can I see anything that's in those stables to either side of me?
Yeah, looking to either side, you can see each one has a pair of beds inside of it.
Okay.
It's like a regular stables, but instead of horses, they have beds.
Okay, they just converted the stable to extra Airbnbs. Got it.
Yeah. You can see a couple in there bitching because they don't have a Keurig.
Wi-Fi to work. For some reason. Until they realize they're in total.
Yes. Thank you, John. Oh my God, that's perfect. Thank you, John. That is the background I needed. In case you're wondering, that's the background of the day right there. Thank you.
Am I just not seeing it?
John's
Everything's under
background.
control. Move along now.
Blow it up enough. That's
I see a
Bash.
dude looks like a lady, so that one's pretty good.
Oh no, it's the background.
Maybe it's updated? I don't know. I can see it.
I can see it.
Sorry, I
It's
can't.
it's my screen background.
Oh, your screen background. Okay.
Yeah.
What, Leslie Nielsen?
All right. Frida, speaking of, your turn. Oh, no, because they're going to go before you move. Bash, what's your armor class? I can't hear you.
Sorry, 21.
Okay, well, they rolled for shit, but, and you get a +6 because of the blade barrier. So
I
they're
also
gonna get
have a +2 ring of protection. I don't know if that makes a difference, and a +1 for my armor.
those should all be factored in to your armor class.
Owie.
2 hits. No, 1. No. Yeah, 1 hit. 11. Need 1 more d6. No, no more d6s. 11 points of damage. No. Actually, technically, even though he didn't hit you, they are flanking. So 11 plus 6 is 17 points of damage. You can see there are people on the other side of the blade barrier with crossbows.
Ah,
And you're sure of this because they are shooting at you.
Can I take a free action to tell them to put down their crossbows if they want to live?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I will do that. And I think it's my intimidate is pretty good. Let me look at that real quick.
Go for it. Frida, your turn.
On your crossbows.
Yeah, it's 15 on intimidate.
I'm holding my action.
All right, and Blodgett. You're muted, Suze. You want to pull a Frodrick?
I'm gonna get there next to Bash.
Okay.
I'm still invisible. I'm just gonna tell him I'm here.
Okay. Garlos, you are doing.
Moderate the warehouse.
All right, you succeeded. This was the round. Yeah, you succeeded. All right. Yeah, I'll tell you guys later. Blaz, your turn. You are still blind. Keurig is now in front of you.
Can Carrick get to the door?
Okay, you want Keurig to just pass you by?
Yes, I wave him on. It's like, go detect undead, go detect undead.
All right, he runs into the warehouse. He
As
runs
he's
into the
he's
stables
running,
blind.
he's casting a detect undead spell as he's running, like directly in front of him.
All right. He can turn on his sonar beacon now. Ding, ding.
Because that's his domain spell, so he can.
No,
cast
I gotcha.
it
And LJ, you are moving boxes. The guys in the warehouse seem visibly relieved this round. You've now got water pouring in through the ceiling, and watering down everything in the area. Some of the guys are actually cheering.
Awesome. How many boxes are left in this room?
Looks like just 4. You should be done in the next round or 2.
Okay.
Frederick.
Nice job.
Very. Oh, no, hold on. It's now actually their turn. That was surprise round. Morale check for the intimidation. Ooh, shit. 19 on the die. 19 on the die means you get to eat another salvo of arrows, of crossbow bolts. 2 hits. 13 plus 3 is 16 for the first one. 9 plus 22 for the second one. 13 and 22. Or 16 and 22, sorry. The damage is 16 and 22, so that is 38. 38 points of damage, Ben.
Damn, dude. You need me to drop the blade barrier?
Maybe.
They
What can
shout,
I
they
see?
shout, come at us, come at me, triad bitch. No, come at me, forest bitch.
Come at me, bro.
Is there stuff still burning around them? Like, can I see if there's anything on flame, like on fire?
No, the actual fire is over here. There's smoke back here. You walking this far, even this far into the room. You've definitely smell an oily, smoky smell, but you don't see any smoke. You don't see any fire.
Okay, cool.
It is top of the round, Frederick. Oh, right.
Yeah, you never did say if Carrick detected any undead.
He did not detect any undead.
Thank you.
Joel is doing stuff. All right, next up, Lev.
Okay. Lev will go back down to the barn door, go invisible again, and you guys want me to toss a fireball down the hall?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes,
That
do
was
it.
proper.
I cast a fireball past the blade barrier.
His fire is like being wimpy. You need to fix it.
Okay.
Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Oh, shit.
If this is the fireball, where exactly? Because you're casting it, I mean, not blind, but you can't see exactly where it's ending up. Where do you want it to go?
Come inside more. You're invisible. Come closer to where we're
That's
at.
as far as he can get and still cast a spell this round. Where do you cast the fireball?
okay.
Duck.
Yeah, I'll shout duck. And
Not
I wanna
duck, then
shoot
use
it
the sword.
basically down the left side of the hall. Pretty much as far down as I can get it. Actually,
Realize
wait,
the
I'm
left side
sorry.
of the
I
hall
got
is
Actually,
I
Brandon, hold on,
I got
hold
my
on,
left and right
hold
confused.
on. Because Lev can only see to about here.
Oh, he can't see that he's gonna hit me?
Hey, just come farther in and wait. Like, you don't have to cast
So
it
when
to
I
the center.
say, that's when I asked you, like, where do you cast the fireball? Because you can see to about here. You can see, obviously, doing a quick head count of your friends, that some of your friends are beyond your vision. So you can cast the fireball wherever you want to cast it.
It's
You have to
true.
wait around until you can get a better view. It's best not to get cursed by your friends for nuking them.
Don't you hit me with a fireball.
I mean, look, I've never once had a friendly fire incident.
Yeah, it's true. Just go ahead.
I did get my left and right confused. I want to cast it down the
I've
right
seen
side
the
of the hallway.
videos, Brandon. You've had friendly fire incidents.
No.
He has.
It's one more turn. Logic's invisible and I'm a tree. I'll be fine.
Yeah, a fireball coming at a tree. What could go wrong?
He has evasion. Okay.
All right, so you're holding your action.
It's the jumpy tree.
Fine.
Frederick, it's your turn already. You did not get a response when you shouted for them to lay down their arms and come out.
That's fine. I'm just going to wait outside the door, cast Cure Moderate Wounds on myself, and just wait out another round until the.
All right, roll some dice for me on the Cure Moderate Runes. Frida, oh no, sorry, Lev, that was Lev. Bash, your turn.
Bash is just going to laugh at them loud enough that he can hear, turn, and just start slowly walking back down the other side of the hallway.
Okay. Frida?
Intimidating.
Frida?
Yes.
Bash laughed and walked back towards you. So you now have a laughing dryad with a couple of crossbow bolts wounds walking your way. It's kind of a disturbing sight.
I'm sure it is, but I'm gonna not do anything at this time. I will wait. Hold my
Alright.
action. Because the lunacy is intense.
And Blodgett?
Budgets. Let's go ahead and follow Bash.
And Garlos.
Go bowling, Carlos. Go for it.
Go away.
No. He's not casting fireballs. He's putting out fires.
Yeah. I'm the fire brigade. I'm going to continue soaking the warehouse for this round because I want a little bit of extra leeway here.
Okay.
Because they might be nuking it again.
I mean, actually, yeah, that's true. All right. And Keurig. What is Keurig going to do?
He's going to run into the fray just behind the front line and continue to cast his Detect Undead.
Okay. He does not see anything in 60 feet. LJ.
Was I able to get the last of the crates?
You'll get the rest of them this round.
Okay.
All right. Frederick. No. Hold on.
You're on mute, Vic.
I gotcha. All right. So before you go, Frederick, they've got to finish. I'm going to finish letting them go. Yeah. No, they're going to go. Bash, what's your dexterity bonus?
Oh, here it is.
5.
Do you get a +5 for dexterity bonus?
That sounds correct. Yes.
Okay, so without the dexterity bonus, your armor class would be 18, and then from behind, it's 16.
He does have mage armor.
No, yeah. Wow, and I'm flanking you. So, this is gonna be wild. You are hit from behind by 6 crossbow bolts.
Oh, noes.
I mean, karmically, it fits. And if they were just like regular crossbow bolts, it wouldn't be so bad, but they're crossbow bolts being fired by people who do more damage when you walk away from them. 20, 38.
Laughing.
38 plus 6. Yes, he was laughing. 38 plus 6 is 44.
There you go.
Wow. This does not sound at all good.
34. All right. Total of 113 points of damage.
Damn.
Well, at least the math is easy on my end.
Right?
How are you doing?
How you doing, Bash?
Definitely playing to your weaknesses.
Are you still alive? Are you not
No,
breathing?
Still laughing.
I'm still alive. I'm not
He's
that
still
bad
alive.
off, but I'm definitely hurting pretty significantly.
Try it as like the tail and hosting joke. Okay, yes.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Just
You wanna-
laugh at him some more.
You want to fall into Carrick's arms, or
No, Bash is just gonna hold up 3 fingers to LJ and then just point back in the general direction of where they're at.
You're holding him up to Lev, but
Or Lev,
no
that's what I
worries.
meant, yeah.
Whatever. Hey, I was holding you.
All right. Frederick and then Lev. Frederick, you heard continual shouts, and you can see that there's less black smoke coming out and moving around. Yeah, it's the smoke has decreased enough that you can actually see into the room. Troll is not there. That's what you can see. 4 people. They are dousing everything in the room. They've got a bit of a bucket brigade throwing weak beer and water on the fire. And yeah, there's some level of visibility. What do you do?
Are they armed?
With buckets.
I mean, do they have swords strapped to their sides or something like that?
No, not. They have no weapons that you can see.
Roderick enters the room and tries to get their attention with a bow, but not shoot them.
Get their attention with the bow.
Yeah, that.
No, I just want you to describe to me what you're doing. Tell me what, like, just.
Okay, Victor, you're trying to put out a fire, okay,
Right.
with buckets of beer, and somebody walks in and they're pointing a bow at you. Does that get your attention or not?
Okay, so that's the question you're asking. Okay, so you're just pointing the bow at them. You're not saying anything. You're pointing the bow at them.
That's right.
Okay, cool. Lev, what are you doing?
I want to throw a fireball down
Wow.
that hallway as far as I can.
All right. That's what you can see. Are you going to go into the hallway or just shoot as far as you can?
Sure. I'll move up to where Bash is right now.
Okay.
And I will.
I mean,
throw
honestly,
an
that's what I thought too, Ben.
explosive- I'll throw an explosive fireball.
Okay. Where do you wish to place this explosive fireball?
Dead middle of the hallway, as far down as I can.
Okay. Right there?
Yeah.
All right.
What's the radius on that
Say,
bloody thing?
I
20
believe it's a 30-foot. No, it's 20 feet.
What the fuck? 20-foot radius.
So, ooh, that's a lot of 6s. That's 47 damage from the fireball.
Okay.
Plus 2 for every 10 feet traveled. And if they hit something, then that's another 7 damage.
Okay. You hear cries of anguish and pain. Does your little pixie heart do? Does your little pixie heart good?
Music to my ears. Is that starting fires that I can tell?
Oh yeah.
Woo!
Oh yeah. All right, Bash, your turn. They are no longer laughing at you, by the way.
Bash is going to go outside and find Blas and be like, "Hey, I need some healing. I know you're blind, but fix this. You can't see it right now, but I have many crossbow bolts in me."
Use some healing right now, sir.
It's just so cool, but also I'm in pain.
Look, it's touch range. I can see you. Just cast the spell.
All right, Frida, your turn.
I'm holding my action. I still don't know what I can do that can help the situation.
Help? That's a very relative term here. I don't think that word means what you think it means.
I think it's time to exit this part of the building.
Yeah. In fact, I'm going to go out and I'm going to join where Blas is. Jag, sorry.
All right. Blodgett, your turn.
I'm just gonna hold his action.
All right, Blodgett. Behind Blodgett, Bash and Frida have gone outside. Keurig is still with you, trying to detect undead.
Yeah, I'm not moving forward, but I'm staying behind the big people. But
Well, the big guy just went outside to go to Blas to get healed.
okay.
Took a lot of damage.
Well, I'm staying with the group, but I'm still detecting undead ahead of it.
Okay, yeah. So Keurig is right here detecting undead. FYI, Bash just walked up to Blas, tapped him on the shoulder, and said, "Hey, can you heal me? I know you can't see me, but I am wounded."
Okay, I'll cast some cure spell. Hold on, I'll tell you what I got.
All right.
Do you have a heal spell that would really be helpful right about now?
I don't have that. I do have.
Oh, that would be the one.
I was gonna.
And Garlos, your turn. Yeah, you're feeling pretty good about this fire situation. Ah.
Okay, I'm going to pull back down to where I can actually see the entryway where Frederick went in, and also keep an eye on the west side of the building.
Okay, you can see Frederick has gone in there. And then Blas, you're casting, or you're, so Keurig is doing detect undead. No undead currently detected within 60 feet. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So yeah, no undead detected up to this area. And Blas himself, is he going to cast a cure spell on Bash?
Yeah, cure critical.
All right. And LJ, what is LJ doing?
With the last of the crates out of this room,
Yes.
I'm going to make my exit from the building. I'll grab one of the workers and say, keep moving stuff out. That side of the building's a dangerous side. I'll have eyes on it. I think we've got the fire under control. I can
Yeah,
maybe
the workers are cheering loudly at this point.
Awesome. How are things looking at the front side of the inn?
At the front side of the inn, as you walk out of the warehouse, immediately to your left, one of the city guards runs up and skids to a stop, just halts himself, looks around at what's going on, and then turns around and takes back off running in where he came from, in the same direction he came from.
Can I halt him? Can I try and get his attention?
Yeah, when he stops, you can get his attention.
Okay. I'll grab him on the shoulder, and I'll say, "Me and the party have this under control. We're fighting undead and cultists in the building. We're making sure the fire doesn't spread to other buildings as well."
He nods, and kind of glassy-eyed in shock. He nods and goes ahead and kind of stumbles for a bit, and then starts running back where he came from.
Ben, I just chatted with you. Or
And
Thank you.
end of the round. This is the last thing that's going to happen, unless you guys want to go another round, because it's 10:05.
Yeah.
It's really late.
Yeah. So Froderick, one of them actually made their spot check, sees you, and shouts, "Holy shit, they're inside." At which point, all four of them hit the deck. The smoke has gone up to about here. Basically, they're all on the ground scrambling away from you. Yeah, the smoke has decreased quite a lot at this point. All right, that's where we're at right now. Yes.
By the way,
Yes.
the ones that are scrambling away, do they look like any kind of heavy combatants, or more like civilians, or?
They look like bar help.
I mean, they look like people who did not expect their building to be on fire.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
They don't have their robes on, so you can tell that they're all humans. Some of them are wearing armor. They are wearing leather armor. No, actually, no, they're not wearing leather armor. These are just, they're not wearing anything. They're wearing like just basically, stuff that
The normal
fucking
person
know.
would wear if they were hanging out in a tavern.
For the most part, yeah, you can see some of them have like, just like a dagger on their side at best.
So, Ben, good job.
Hey, it looks like we saved some of the good guys. Maybe.
I don't think they're good guys. I think they're just weak.
I am waiting to see the tail end of this, but
Look, anybody.
Oh yeah,
that's
this is gonna
dead
get rich.
is either, when this is all over, anybody that's dead is either bad or killed the good guys.
okay. On that note, good night, everyone.
Good night. We're totally getting called on the
Good night.
carpet for this one.
I'm out of here
Somewhere.
too.
This was the best game ever.
Yes, this was
a good game.
really, really something.
I like being chaotic neutral. It's fun.
Oh my god. How did we fuck this up, Victor?
I really don't.
You want to go alphabetically or chronologically?
Either we put it on shuffle because that's more chaotic.
Are we going to jail?
Which one? How many times?
Oh my god.
I'm dead.
In the back of his mind, Froderick is wondering if his honorary title can pull that much favor out of this. But
Right.
What did we do?
Carlos is thinking even the bishop won't pull me out of this one. She's probably going to prosecute my ass.
I don't know why what the issue is.
We torched a bar and we don't have evidence. We just have bodies. Like the undead are gone. They go away. I mean, it's like one of those fucked up horror movies where the good guys win, but at the end, the cops are there and all they see are all the bodies because there's no evil things around. It's like, y'all are some fucked up fuckers. You killed a whole bunch of people. We're gonna have to take you in now.
Well,
I mean, they might buy that there were undead here. They were undead at the last place. They know undead exist.
Well, we can at least do, you know,
The other
I
place
plead
was a
the
shit
fifth and
show.
do a detect lie when I talk to you about the shit that went down.
it had, I mean, after saying
Part
like
of the problem is the fact that you purposefully set a building on fire a lot
Well, it had to be done.
in an inhabited city. Did it have to be done? Was there no other choice?
Not that I could see.
we kept the other buildings safe. We checked on the warehouse.
That you ripped the shit out of.
We will pay for that. We certainly have enough resources to pay them back for any damage that was done.
The building is made of what? Wood?
That's not the point.
We can literally fix that ourselves in a couple of rounds.
Yeah, quick, put
Bending
everything back the way
warp
it
wood.
was before the guards come back. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We use a dryad as a patch.
We are adventuring gods, whatever we want.
All your Quebec pool all belong to us.
When was the last time you saw a person burn down a building safely?
We consolidated the damage and kept it in one spot.
I haven't seen it yet, so I'm waiting. Oh.
Yes, I can see the Duke just like us in the his waiting
Oh,
chamber and him
yeah,
just going,
yeah.
well,
The nobility's going to be upset. We took out a business. He might have been getting kickbacks. This could be bad.
It'll be fine.
Yes,
Or it-
they're
or
being
it-
fine, as in
or
we
it
get fined.
To be fair, I only built the blade barrier. I didn't actually catch anything on fire.
So you guys are also landowners, which means you are legally fully liable for any damage you do in this city.
Well, we can take care of this. I mean, we're not going to.
You will,
We're not
but
going to pay for the tavern that was full of undead and like their followers.
That stole our shit. It was going to destabilize the world.
They stole our shit and they were killing people. Look at all the dead bodies in there.
Right. I mean, that's the thing. You got pumpkin heads full of people's like brains. They should see that, and like anything we do at that point, they should be like, yeah, whatever. Just
Right?
all you have to do is use the police excuse. We thought they had a gun.
They had knives
That's
on.
what you have to say.
They had crossbows. Like this guy almost died. I got blinded. There was an undead.
We were afraid for our lives. I put out the fire.
I mean, don't heal bash up all the way, I guess.
no.
Like,
I know.
that's evidence.
Leave the really ugly wounds open.
I'm gonna leave the crossbow bolts in him. Be like, yeah, we gotta take him home.
Make sure he limps.
Matter of fact, after we're done here and we
gonna
go
work
in
this.
to explore the remains, when we're out of sight, let's shoot him in the back with some more crossbow bolts.
What you do is you take a wand of fireballs and you put it in the hand of one of the cultists laying on the floor.
I think we've got one of those.
Excellent. We have an excuse now. The alibi is set.
LA Confidential.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, there can't be too many innocents there, right? Like,
You
who's
always need a
innocent?
throwaway wand.
Hey, we saved the material plane. We wouldn't do something like that.
We knew what we were doing.
We use a blade barrier to try and help contain things.
That's right. That's exactly right. It was to keep people out from the burning building and to keep the baddies inside.
We use the blade barrier as a protective instrument to keep everyone else from being harmed.
That's
Yes.
right.
Those people
Right.
who were harmed by the blade barrier refused our protection.
You have to make these kinds of split-second decisions when you're a superhero.
Look, if it were Iron Man and Captain America and the rest of them, there wouldn't even be a city to have this conversation in anymore.
Exactly. Blocks would be destroyed. Blocks. I think we were responsible. We seriously, Garrus went around put the fucking fires out, man. He doused the buildings.
Now put up a wall of ice.
Yeah,
I knew
we've
those
got,
bastards had a fireball wand, and they were using it.
We've got 2 or 3 people rotating on fire watch.
After this is over, we're going to discuss the Kabak pull accords.
Catherine needs to be working on our behalf to make sure
We need
we're
to buy one land around this place.
She's the crowd behind us with her charisma. Carrot's helping her with the boot on his head. I mean, it's on. It's a full frontal PR campaign.
And a heavy investment in the docks district will surely help smooth things over.
Right, exactly. We're gonna reinvigorate the
Don't forget to use some of those gems that we have to grease the palms of people who will be looking at this askance.
Exactly. This is not a problem. This is
work in the city state.
I would think about making alignment checks for just trying to rationalize this bullshit.
I'm chaotic neutral. I don't have to. This is perfect for me. I've been loving every minute of this.
Yeah,
it is true and utter fucking chaos.
That was so much fun. Yeah,
I'm really just surprised LJ hasn't had to make an alignment check yet.
It's coming. We're all going to be chaotic neutral before too long.
Yeah.
Or worse.
Is he the only good person left in the party at this point? I think he is.
No, Frederick is good. He's a ranger.
Okay.
He's trying to be good, so we'll give him points for that.
Frederick and LJ have had to make will saves to keep their alignments, so you're not unscarred.
Which will save did I have to make?
It was in Miramidra. I think there were 2.
Really, then?
Yeah, when I told you to make will saves, it was to keep from not losing your good alignment while killing a prisoner.
Which?
Oh, we wouldn't do that.
All right. Oh, yeah. Never.
Carlos did, and he did it with alacrity. Actually, Carlos is kind of happy about this night because he'd been doing a lot of good things lately. He was concerned about his alignment. This was refreshing, and he feels much better about it.
Which prisoner are we talking about in Miramidra?
No, it was the Fire Giants. Third level of the Fire Giant dungeon. That's what it was. It's the fighting the Drow. Frodrick and the Drow. Frodrick and the Drow.
No, Garlos is the one who killed the priestess.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, yeah. No, there was a subtle difference between that and what you did. Yeah, you can go back and watch the video if you'd like. It's pretty entertaining if you're into that sort of thing.
I think I remember that night.
Killed a prisoner?
I'm trying to remember. I don't know that you killed her. I'm pretty sure. No, I can't remember for sure. But that was the first time. Then the second time was you rationalizing watching Lev kill children and not stopping him. Yeah, that was there were 2. There were 2 alignment checks. I definitely made you make 2 alignment checks.
Because what Lev did was completely rational.
Stopping him didn't sanction it. I remember him
Glad
doing
you agree.
I thought we all stopped him.
No one stopped
No
him.
one stopped him.
No one. Like, no one. No one stopped him. There's a reason I made you make alignment checks, and it wasn't because you guys were saying, please don't kill the kids.
So next time we're supposed to shoot.
I was not there.
I mean, I literally have video evidence.
I understand that, Vic. Or were we supposed to actually...
It was a deep fake operation.
Character?
Right. It's all very relative.
I like how that's become one of the defining moments of the entire party.
It totally was. That and the Titan. And you were responsible for both.
The Titan... Okay, what is your problem with that?
That was like a turning point, dude. You killed like 3 characters.
No, Brandon, the reason he has a problem with it is because his character died.
That's That's what I thought.
That's why he has a problem with it, because it was the first time that his character died, and the only time that his character died.
Victor, I wanted to hear it from his mouth.
It was three. You killed 3 characters, right?
Right.
Like that. Like
Look,
I
I
didn't mean to, but you did, and one of them happened to be mine.
well, one of them also happened to be mine.
Well, that doesn't excuse you for killing my character.
Right. Okay.
For yourself, so that makes up for
Oh
it.
my goodness.
I faced the same consequences, and I'm not.
I'm
ripped out
wondering
about
if
it.
this could count as yoga class, considering all the gyrations you guys make to avoid blame and consequences.
No, I faced the consequences.
Actions.
I was there.
Morality yoga.
Morality yoga.
That is still, I believe, my personal record of how low my hit points went. I was like at negative 84 or 86 or something like that.
Oh, it was intense.
Yeah, me too. That was your fault. I'm sorry. That was your character's decision.
Also, let it be known, I called the Titan in. I didn't call the Frostworm in.
Yeah, well, in a tight tunnel space, you call a Titan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Filled
we
with
don't
giants.
always have control over exactly when and where a Titan's going to show up. They just
Yeah,
do.
and I was already on the ground, bleeding to death, surrounded by enemies, and we were all split up, and it was bad. Go
It was
back and
bad.
watch it. It was bad.
I'm not saying I've let it go, but we're talking about defining.
You've let it go.
We're talking about defining moments in the game. That was a defining moment in the game. Like
Yeah.
3 characters died like that. That's like a Game of Thrones moment, right? Like, oh my god!
I'm
Like
just
red-
saying.
red
I'm just
wedding.
saying it would have been a lot worse if I hadn't.
I don't agree with that statement.
Everyone got it. Good night.
Good night, Joel. You guys have a good one.
All right. Yeah, I gotta go as well.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
It's been fun jumping through hoops with
Thanks,
you.
Rick.
This was pretty wild. This was a pretty wild experience. You guys have a great one, man.
You too. Good night, y'all.
Get John. I honestly try to do crazy things and surprise them and have chaos occur. And nothing I do is as insane as these guys. Like, it's just not. It's just not. I can't quite compete. Oh my goodness. And now I gotta figure out how to deal with property damage in an inhabited city. Although it will be fun when they find out that the guy who did all this is an old friend. Old friend.